All right, we ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Daddy.
I'm calling the cops.
Sir Daddy.
Okay,
Wait,
so
So
what?
the Discord's called Douse Daddy. So are we your daddy?
I wondered about that last week.
Everyone is a daddy to someone. And there's,
Okay.
there's a hierarchy of daddies. It's a whole this deep lore.
Oh, okay. I'm down with it.
It's canon. Just don't worry about it.
Kanan.
Okay.
Okay. So last time the party gathered at Kedwell just as Ian was finishing the contract and were quickly rushed out once it had been signed. They made their way to a bank in nearby Arrow's Edge, where Ian spoke to one of the assessors there, who guided them to a back room. They entered what's called the gate room, where after a short ritual, the party was teleported to another branch of the Celestial Finance Bank in Lindereg. Once there, they were quickly greeted by Lonrim Voidwind, their fetchling contact, who explained more about the situation. He guided them through the town into Baddon Skycorn's home and into his back office. He opened the door to the lab by pulling on a specific book in a bookshelf and warned the group of a trap in the stairwell before sending you down to figure out what happened. You descended into the stock room where the party was able to spot some sort of goo creature coming out from behind one of the shelves before it had a chance to attack you. Dispatch the creature, but not before several bottles were knocked from the shelves, releasing more liquidy beings. Once the stockroom was safe, the party opened the door to a room full of thunderstorms and lizards. After some investigation, determined that the lizards could be lured to food that they threw, which in turn attracted the storms to where the lizards were, making portions of the room temporarily safe. Eventually able to make your way to the other end of the room, which is where we are now. You find yourselves in some sort of storage room full of materials, spell components, various valuables, anything that a studying spellcaster might need. And on the opposite end of the room, a familiar goo stain and a trail of blood leading out. What will you do?
Hide!
Hide where? And from what?
I don't know. From it's I'm anticipating something. I'm just
Nobody
Uh,
touch any bottles.
I'm just a big ass pussy.
I am going to go over here and then quickly check for traps.
That's a
Somebody
good
with a
one.
nose, tell me if this would smell bad.
Does it smell bad?
Character sheets. Wrong character sheet. I need my World Anvil one up first. Give me 1 second, please, before I roll.
How does it smell?
I think the room smells sort of musty.
Sort of musty.
Yeah, like there's bags of things that have been here for a long time. Some of these crates are a little old. It's definitely not all old stuff. It's just some of it definitely doesn't see as much use as some of the other things.
It's not that stinky, Crackers. You're fine.
I only worry about it getting on my bones.
You can just scrape it off.
Persis is going to step a little bit more into the room and survey it for any. Just he's not going to look for traps, but he's just trying to examine what's around him and get a better idea of what's happening
Okay.
around here. Make sure there's no
So-
puddles of goo in the corner.
That
puddles of goo?
is a 19 for the check for traps.
You checking in a specific area?
Toward the blood stain and the gooey stuff.
Okay. You're confident that there's no sort of trap or anything over here.
Okay.
But as you do get close to that end of the room, you do notice that there is no door.
Okay. No door.
So.
No door.
So,
As
I
in
mean,
just like a passageway.
yeah, there was a door between the other rooms, but there's no
Mm-hmm.
door separating these
Okay,
two
but
rooms.
so it's not like the ruins of a door. It's just there's just no
Right,
door.
there was never a door there.
Okay.
I am going to at least inspect these green jar things. Urns, perhaps. One looks like one's spilled over. I want to check that out.
So they're full of, like small, crystals and little stones of various sorts. One of them just has straight up like copper coins and in it. It's just like a mishmash of all sorts of different things. It's not particularly organized.
Seems
Percy's
to be a
going
lot
to
of odd, cheap trinkets in this. I, Crackus Bone Cage, will not be taking any of this.
Are these sacks right in front of Percy's?
Yes.
Percy's will look in the sack and see if there's anything interesting in there.
These have like a weird mishmash of things. Like there's a little balls of wax. There's like some chalk. There's like a yellowish powder. Give me a do you have knowledge arcana or spellcraft?
I do not. Oh, I do have spellcraft.
Okay, give me a spellcraft check. Okay. So you think maybe some of these things could be used in casting of spells, but some of it is definitely just weird stuff that this guy has for no reason.
Okay. Cool. Well, Percy's not very interested in that, so he's gonna go around the corner here towards Krakus's area. Did you tell anybody that about the door, by the way, or the
Those
lack thereof?
Yes.
Okay.
This chest caught my eye. This open chest caught my eye. My character's gonna check that out.
In there, you see some like fine silks, like not made into anything. They're just on the roll still, and there's even some on the floor just to the side of that chest, sort of like an overflow where it didn't all fit.
Okay.
There's various colors.
I'll check
Okay.
this one out in front of me,
Is
whatever
this
it
a
is.
table?
Those are crates.
Can I like knock the crate to see if like maybe see if there's something inside, like if it moves?
Sure, give me a
The
strength
noise it
check.
makes. Oh yeah. That's a great check for
Krakus,
me.
there are bones in that chest that's in front of you.
beautiful. Well, I'm gonna take some.
Oh, that was a high roll.
That was a high roll.
Yeah.
It was a 10.
Courage.
Wait, I'll ask or I'll observe first if these are human skeleton bones, because I can't use anything else other
I
than
need to
that.
step
if
away
I
for
wanna-
1 second.
Okay. I bet you thump into the
Little
crate,
knocks.
and you don't hit it all that hard. But you don't hear anything inside that like jostles over much or continues moving after you bump it.
So it might just be an empty crate.
It's probably not empty. It didn't. I mean, it would have made more noise than it did if it was empty, or would have moved
yeah,
more
makes
or
sense.
something. You would have noticed if it was empty. It was heavy enough to hold its position. Krakus, give me a knowledge, nature, or heal.
Oh boy. Those are so bad I have them disabled on my sheet. Give me a second. You said heal or
Or knowledge nature.
knowledge nature. Okay, one moment. It's the same? Okay. I'll just do nature.
Okay, I'm back. Checking the nature of the
They're
bones.
humanoid bones, but you can't tell if they're
Yeah, I'd
from
need
a
to know for
human or an
sure.
elf or a dwarf or what.
They're useless to me otherwise.
Rackus, what are you looking at?
If I happen to lose a limb, I can replace it with some other limb from another human. Of course, if it's not a human, I don't care.
Let me take a look at it. Can I roll now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, with a 14, you can tell that they are not all from the same creature. In fact, they're not even all from the same species. But some of them are human.
Would I know which ones are human?
Yeah.
I pick a couple of ones that look like human and be like these?
Can you tell if the dwarf
What
bones
parts
shake
are
man?
they?
How big are they? He got a 10. He doesn't
Like a
know.
pelvis? What is it?
I don't think I'd be replacing a pelvis. I'd probably be.
You would Elvis if you
There's
had
somehow like a nose.
I mean,
one. Bone nose.
Yeah.
No bones. No bones there.
I know that's the
I'll say
joke.
there's one whole leg and
Oh, wow.
a forearm that's human.
Okay. I'll take the leg. I'll take the leg bones.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they're not connected. They're all like in a heap, but Percy's
fine.
can help you pick out which ones belong to a human leg, and you can
Is there
keep them in your pack.
When you say a whole leg, do you mean like foot two?
No,
Okay, that holds much less value. to me.
certainly not a whole. Like, maybe there's little bits of a foot, but feet and hands have like lots of little
Yeah.
bones
Yeah.
in them. They're a little bit, less common to find altogether.
All right, fuck it. Oh yeah, I'll take the leg.
Grave
Fucked
robbing?
up
It's
part
not
was
a
I rolled a
grave.
4.
It's not a grave, crucially.
Oh wow.
Can
It's
I have
just
one?
a chest
I'm
with
sure we can. I'm sure we can
various
find
bones
a
in it.
cadaver, a fresh corpse of our making at some point.
That's my usual mode. Yes. Scavenger of sorts of humans lying on the side of the road.
And is this jungle juice next to Percy's? What is this?
I just want like a rendo bone, just so I can keep as a memory.
It is not immediately obvious to you what that liquid is.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't think you'll be restricted from taking a bone.
Don't the bones make the chest a grave,
Can I
though?
take like a finger?
Interesting. I
finger
mean,
has many
maybe
bones.
they're not all
Several
to the same
bones.
creature, though,
Yeah,
and
but
it's not
like
even a whole
something-
creature.
Close to a finger.
So
I just want a bone.
it's like bones
Okay.
for
I gotta like
scientific
put
purposes.
my hand into
you know?
the bone pile and grab the first bone that comes to my hand.
Okay.
'Cause I want it for memories.
Percy's realizes he
Collection.
can't drink that and he walks away from this.
I bet you get a single rib bone.
That's cool.
Nice.
Zal's going to inspect the bloodstains. Should I do anything there? Roll or anything like that, or no?
What are you looking for? What are you trying to learn?
Anything. I'm staring at the blood, the pool of blood. Do I know anything about it? Does it look like human, or I mean, is there any sort of individual markings or anything that would be, informative, or is it just a trail of blood leading into the next room?
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Well, it's not gonna be 15.
It's pretty recent. I mean, it's no more than a day old.
There we go. Okay. Cool. Are we ready to head into the next room? I'm ready to peek my head over around the corner.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
We investigate this slime, by the way, already. What that was?
I did not. I just assumed it was more of the residues of our
A quick peek at it.
friends from before.
Do I notice anything weird about it?
Immediately, I think all of you would be able to recognize it as looking very similar to what the goo creatures looked like after you killed them in the first room.
Oh, that's good.
All right, cool.
It
Then,
certainly has not moved or done anything aggressive since you walked into the room.
Zell
So-
had a pretty good close at it, seeing he was covered in some of it at the end.
Perseus goes
He made like
and walks around it.
He laid on it, made like a goo angel.
A what, Enjo? Oh.
A goo angel. Like
Is there a way I can test if it's acidic?
I mean, there might be. Do you have something
wait,
in
I
mind?
have an idea.
Do you have any pH strips?
You certainly don't have any
Purchase
pH
of
strips.
Can I,
the
like-
nearest adventure kiosk?
Can I take the bone that I just picked up and put the bone on, like touch the tip of the bone into the goo
Sure.
and like hold it there a little bit, like see if it goes.
All right, so you like dip the bone in the goo a little bit, and
Yeah, like the tip. Just the tip.
you wait a couple of moments, and as the goo drips off, it does leave behind like small little pock marks on the bone, as if it had begun to eat away at it slightly.
That's a little too acidic.
Well, I don't want this bone anymore. I just throw the bone into the goo.
You'll get another trophy.
Yeah, I get another one. I have the bottle of the raising thing still.
This feels like a taunt.
Okay. Well, we're going to begin to cautiously approach the next room. Weapons at the ready. Hopefully ready for anything.
I'd like to preemptively sneak
Yeah, I'm
Or
going
walk
like
in
I'm
there.
hugging the wall, sneak around.
or stealth, I suppose
All
they
right,
call it.
is everyone gonna stealth?
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
I'm gonna hug the wall a little bit here because I am not a stealthy boy and I'm huge.
Okay,
So
so maybe
I'm gonna hug
Percy's
the
is
wall
going in
first.
last.
yeah, I'm like I'm way too big to be
Hey,
sneaking.
Don't let me go in first.
Oh, that's
Good thing I'm back here.
Stealth check.
I think I'm super stealthed.
God damn it.
I think
Wow.
I'm fucking invisible right now.
So, I mean, Yvette is the highest at 13, so.
Okay, you guys
I'm not going first.
are
Yeah, don't worry.
stealthing your hearts out.
Okay.
You're silent as the night.
Don't call
Dang
me
it.
the White Shadow for nothing.
So as you guys start moving towards this other room, you hear, oh gods! I don't know if you guys could hear that. I had to back up a bunch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I
I
legitimately
actually thought
you
you like
Yeah.
you actually heard it yourself. Like did he
thought you
just,
just-
fucking like he's like
hilarious.
kick his the table or something?
Okay.
That was amazing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus.
Are those a pile of bugs?
Gummy worms.
Yep, they're gummy worms. You nailed it in one.
Swan dive.
So, this room, shelves of books, a workbench in the center, but the first thing that your eyes are drawn to is at the opposite end of the room, a heavily injured orcish man weakly pulls himself up a chair as a mass of bugs swarms about the legs of the chair, beginning to crawl up it.
Is it the
That
chair?
man's in
Is he sitting
trouble.
on the chair?
He is sitting on the chair like on the back of the chair,
Mhm.
trying to get as much distance from the bugs as possible.
Gotcha.
But he's like one of his legs is heavily fucked that you can see from here.
Oh, I got some leg bones.
Yeah. Do they have to be
Jam 'em
human
up in
leg
there,
bones,
you know.
Krakus?
What?
Do they have to be human leg bones?
For me to
For the
to
record,
use
the
them,
bug
yes.
swarm
Okay.
rolled a
I was gonna say, there might be
33
a supply here
perception.
soon.
So since you guys are in no way actually hidden, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
We're not hitting it. I can scream like, "Don't worry, the seekers are here."
Oh my gosh! Wow, this is gonna be fun.
Wait, where's my
6.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't select my dude.
Initiative.
That's right. I'm not using the initiative tracker in Roll20, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling shit.
You didn't roll a 2, so
Oh yeah.
The 6 was your initiative, Zell, right?
yes.
The
2
9
plus
was the
4.
stealth check? Okay.
Does it
No,
does this show my roll, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I can. I'll type abbreviations for what I'm rolling. So that's
Sure.
cool.
I mean, most of the time I know, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It certainly won't hurt.
You see my initiative?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
The people. Oh, no, okay, if that's further in the back, but I'm saying the person furthest in the back is the one going first. Just.
He's just gonna shove us aside to either wall and charge into the room.
I can buff one of you guys. I might do that first.
I was gonna say he can't. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a straight line to charge or anything like that. So.
Oh, I was just speaking figuratively.
Oh, okay, okay.
Can I walk through people if I don't end my turn on it, by the way? I forgot.
Yep.
For Pathfinder. Okay, cool. Alright, is it my turn first? Who's it?
I think he's still rolling for his.
Oh. Gotcha.
Endless
Yes, it is.
horde.
It is Percy's, then Krakus, then Ivette, then some other stuff, and then Zell pulling up the rear.
And some other stuff.
I'll just be back here, guys. I gotta think about bugs. Sorry.
So there is as I said, there's an orcish man pulling himself away from these bugs as hard as he can in his injured state, and bugs swarming about his chair leg on the opposite end of the room. What are you going to do?
Alright, I'm going to first off go past here. And I'm going to cast what is it? To resistance on Zael.
Okay.
So you'll get a +1 resistance on saves, just in case something happens here.
Thank
for a
you very
minute.
kindly, sir.
Yep. And I can't move anymore, right? So that's my turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Krakus, Ivette on deck.
Okay. I'm going to study target. on the foot.
Oh,
Okay, so that's a move action, right?
Well, can I even see him, I guess, is my first question. I'm a bit back there. I may have to do it in another turn.
You can move and study.
Yeah,
target.
you'd have to move first and then study, and that would be your whole turn.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, double. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean,
doable.
it's far enough away that I don't think anyone is attacking this turn anyways, so.
I'm going to run here.
Okay, so you're just double moving and then done? Okay.
Well, can I, like, observe? Is that possible to do on my turn? either way?
Yeah. If you just want to look around, that's, that type of thing is a free action most of the time.
Okay. Well, can I speak?
Yep.
And maybe get a response. I'm going to say to the orc, "Are you well enough to fight, orc?"
Fight, no!
What the devil are you doing down here, then?
Help me!
Oh, for God's sake.
Now that
turn.
you're at this position, you notice there is a sword on the ground next to the chair.
Howard.
He cannot reach it from his current position. And you notice like scorch marks on his armor as if he had been struck by lightning maybe several times.
Oh, it's one of the stupid ones that came before us.
Ah, fool.
Did not mean to do this. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh gosh.
Well, what were you drawing?
I didn't mean
Ah,
to even
dick.
draw anything.
Magic missile.
Here you go.
I was looking for a ruler. There we go. I got it now.
Well, that's it from me.
Can you all see this ruler when I'm using it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, there's a hide from others because I don't want to interrupt Yvette's turn while I try to figure out what my.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. And then is this a table?
This is a table. Yes. This is a
How
desk.
tall is the table?
I mean, it's
I
like
just
it's
wanna
like
know
the
if I
standard
can-
human table height.
Yeah, I just want to know if I'm gonna shoot it over it or under it.
I mean, how tall is Yvette?
3 feet? Yeah.
I think you might be shooting under unless you want to stand on the chair.
Yeah,
You
I'm
get on
gonna
this table here.
shoot under the desk. Wait, my movement's 20. I wanna see how far I can go before. Yeah, that's probably it.
You can move one space above you.
Oh, you were way back
but-
here.
Yeah, I was here.
Well, actually, wait. No, you got to go through the doorway.
I was here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
probably
the
like-
furthest you can make it.
I actually think it's probably here.
No,
Or
you can
here.
make there. You can make there.
Here?
Yeah, you can make
Okay.
there. See,
So I'm gonna shoot under the desk into the insects.
All right, so that's 40 feet.
Is it
Your
by
normal
any chance
range increment is what?
of the weapon? I think it's 20. Yes. No, wait. It's where's the range?
Range 20 feet.
Yeah, I was right.
So you're only going to take a -2 for this?
Okay, is by any chance like this a swift shot because he was too busy trying to kill the orc?
No. It is a mass of smaller creatures. You cannot, just in general, whenever you're fighting something like this, you cannot sneak attack it or hit it with any sort of precision damage because it has no weak points. It is a large number of small
Oh.
things.
Okay.
So, I mean, you
So
could
I'm
get,
not-
maybe you find a weak point on one of them, but you still only killed one of them.
Okay, I'm not gonna aim for the bugs. I'm gonna aim like
Ape
the
together
ground
strong.
under the bugs. I want to try to scatter them, not hitting them.
Us. Oh God.
All right, give me an attack roll. There it is.
Did I hit?
Okay. Your shot does successfully hit the ground next to them, but all of the bugs are able to move out of the way, and you don't hit any of them, and they return back to what they were doing.
They're
As
not
soon
like
as-
even bothering about us. Like they're just focused on the orc.
I mean, when their turn comes up, they might change their focus, but right now,
Okay.
they are aware of your existence.
They didn't like scatter. They like just opened it and then they got back together.
Yep.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, my turn.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
you don't get
dun,
you
dun.
don't get that. Not fair.
By the way, Krakus, just FYI, not that it applies to this fight, but in addition to using a move action to do study target, it automatically applies when you deal sneak attack damage.
Oh, interesting.
Forgot about that. I forgot about that. So
Well,
yeah,
Wait,
Definitely
so
have to
it
remember that.
automatically studies the target, or you just get the study target bonus on that one attack?
it automatically studies the target and it applies to that attack.
Huh. Oh,
Okay, but
interesting.
you can only have one target studied at a time, right? So if you studied
Yes.
someone else, then snuck attack some other dude.
You can. I was.
It would, like, switch
you
it, right?
Can no. You can study target.
Oh,
don't
you
have
can.
to.
Okay, all right. So it's not
Yes.
like gonna force
It's
you
an
to.
option.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
good to know.
yeah. Yes. Seeing as I never freaking use it.
Okay, so the bugs. They can get closer, actually.
Well, shit.
Oh, sorry, ordering is a little bit off on this. So first, you see above the bugs, just like a random sort of illusions of different creatures, like giant ants and some things that you don't recognize, that are like none of the illusions hold their form very long. They keep changing and moving. Hover over the bugs a little bit, and then this massive bugs runs at Krakus. And you notice as they come at you, apart from being like maybe slightly larger than you would normally expect, like a centipede to be, or an ant or a spider or whatever, a subtle glow about their eyes, unmistakable yet difficult to see nonetheless. And that is their turn.
That's concerning.
Won't you like the fish in Finding Nemo? The bugs are aware. The bugs are aware. That makes it Zell's turn, and then we're going to be back up to the top.
Okay, so
Goes out.
the question before was that guy threatening, but it actually doesn't matter even if it was there, because you did clarify that it's a swarm, so there's no critical attack, there's no sneak attacks or flatfoots or anything like that.
For the record, he was not threatening.
Okay, good to know. So let's see. Well, I think I'm just gonna go here. Let me actually move my guy. And hit him with my pointy stick.
Okay.
Power attack is enabled.
Question.
Sure. What's up?
Actually, make your attack roll first, and then I'll ask you the question.
Oh Jesus.
Question: do you like death?
Okay. Question. Is your alignment lawful, chaotic, or neutral?
My alignment is neutral.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird because I never picked one.
That's important. That's interesting.
Isn't
that was
it,
a
though?
question. So
Just roll chaotic neutral and you'll be just fine.
So before I describe my attack or do the attack or anything, well, I've already attacked, but I'm assuming that hits, right?
That does hit, yes.
Okay. The images you described, hovering above the insects and that sort of stuff. About how high up would that be? Like, is that like toward the ceiling, or is it about?
They are right above the mass of insects, so it's not very high at all, really.
Okay, so then
Unmistakable.
if I can just describe my attack a little bit, I bring my glaive slashing downwards to. Is the image still there, or was it just prior to them moving?
It remains.
Okay, so yeah, I will be attacking the insects with a downward strike through said after image or whatever it is, but ultimately bringing it down onto the mass of insects.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what did you say your alignment was?
Neutral.
Okay. Your blade cuts through the images, and you see them dissipate as you strike the massive bugs.
Okay.
And you do take out several of them.
Okay. Does the image reform itself?
The
or
image
anything
does
like that?
not reform.
Okay, good to know.
Math. What's
But we're
17
back at
divided
the
by
top,
2?
that makes it me, right?
That does make it you, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to it.
8
And I'm gonna be
damage.
like, "Do I know this thing? Like anything about this thing? Because I am a druid, and I think have I seen these bugs before? What kind of bugs are these? Is this a dog?
Give me a knowledge nature check.
Is this a dog?
It's a dog.
I love it.
Knowledge what check? Sorry.
Knowledge nature. Or knowledge arcana if you have that.
Damn.
Oh, it is
Okay.
a dog.
With
You're
a
right.
23, these are normal ass
Labrador.
bugs, but something happened to them.
Okay.
That's bugs.
They're not normal
So-
anymore, but they're like they were born normal. You know what I mean?
Because born normal. Do they seem to have? So, is there anything peculiar about them besides their glowing eyes? Then, so that's it. They seem like not of nature.
Give me a sense motive check.
Since the motive of these bugs, what are you up to, bugs?
Excellent. So you feel as you look at these bugs, examining them, something you definitely didn't expect. An intelligence, but not many, one, coming from the whole group.
Okay, so I'm thinking of trying something here. So, tell me if this makes sense. I have this, which is a web shelter.
Create a shelter slightly
And
sticky
it says
within a
that
shelter
only
with a hinged
fine
door.
creatures that are like swarms can get caught in the webbing. Other creatures
Like,
can pull themselves free without making a
Total
strength
cover to
attack.
anyone with it.
Check.
Only fine creatures, negligible strength,
If
and
I
caught in the
knew
webbing,
enough
including
about that,
swarms.
like with what I know now, I should say, would I think that's a good idea to do?
All other creatures can pull themselves free without making
Does that
a
make
strength
sense?
check.
Like I would. Do you think I would get? Do you think I would know to get caught in the web? Is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna cast it no matter what you say. If I think so. If I think so. Probably.
Give me
I'm
a
just gonna
moment.
do it. We'll just figure it out.
It
I'm gonna
looks
try and
like-
cast a web shelter around these bugs.
It looks like a good idea to me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like ask 20 questions about it. I'll see what happens here.
In this
Okay.
case, it's a web Pokeball.
And I
it's not a
try-
web shelter.
I try and put like a web dome over it,
Yeah, it's a Pokeball.
encompassing it.
Okay.
I try my best to do that at least.
Yeah, no, that's dope. Okay, so it looks like it gets big enough to cover the whole group. So yeah, I'd say that there's now like a webby dome over the bugs.
Bugs trapped. Okay, well I do a little thrust
Yeah.
and I end my turn. Pelvic thrust.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you to clarify what type of thrust.
That's it.
Okay, Krakus, the bugs came at you after producing some sort of illusions, and then were covered in a dome of webs. So what are you gonna do now?
I think I want to try to talk to whatever entity is controlling it,
Okay.
or the mass rather. They're clearly trapped now, at least for a while, or maybe just one turn. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to talk to the mass and see if I can get some kind of response.
What do you want to say?
Dear insects, I come at you with
Yes, dude.
a shared intelligence. What say you? You're trapped.
They chitter like in unison, but there's no recognizable words.
Well, they clearly responded to whatever I said. Almost on cue, it seems.
Give
after I
me
said
give me a
whatever I
sense
said.
motive check.
Okay.
Stupid bugs speak English. No, I love
Oh,
this,
God.
dude. They don't know a language
is gonna
though.
be bad.
So
Another one I disabled because it's so bad.
hey, that wasn't that bad. So you definitely get the sense that they recognize that you were communicating with them or attempting to communicate with them, but they do not speak common. So they have no idea what you're trying to say, and they have no idea how to reciprocate any sort of understandable message.
I'm going to pull out a grenade from my pack.
Deer
I'm
bugs
gonna
is like
hold
my
it out.
favorite thing.
And make sure they see it and say, "Do you know what this is?"
Wait, when you say grenade, what actually are you talking
It's
about?
it's literal pull cord grenade.
The fuck?
I
Yep.
don't know what that is.
Where did you get that?
I bought it.
Okay.
I have an MP80, by the way.
The clay container resembles a fuse grenade, but trails a
Okay.
pulley and wire rather than a fuse.
That's dope.
Okay. No, all right. I'm into it. So it's like when it hits the ground, the clay like cracks or whatever, and it
So the
explodes
pull
in
cord
whatever
can be
manner.
attached to a door or drawer within 5 feet, or strung across a 5-foot square, causing the grenade to detonate when its tripwire is disturbed.
Okay. I understand. Sorry, so
But I
you're holding
imagine
this
I
clay
can
grenade
place it and
thing.
pull it myself.
I'm sorry. Did you say you were gonna pull the cord yourself?
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just saying what
You're threatening to.
I imagine is, yes, I can pull it myself if I lay it down, for example, and just walk away with a cord in my hand.
Like
it's not something it's not a timed release thing you chuck.
right. No, I think like if you just set it down and pulled it. I mean, I guess if you pulled it swiftly enough, it might work. So yeah, sure, that's a thing that might be able to happen.
Right.
What's the actual effect when it goes off?
Yeah, it does. It's an explosion, 2d6 bludgeoning damage and 1d6 fire damage with a reflex DC.
Dang. Okay.
15 for half.
How much
Multiple
did they
targets, all
cost?
targets within 10 feet.
How big is
150,
the
okay.
radius?
The radius is all targets within 10 feet. I guess that's only a 10 by 10 area.
Deanne, I have a question.
Yeah.
When he pulls that thing out, do I know what it is?
I think you do.
Yeah, is it like kind of feels like it's from the same place?
Yeah, I think you've seen similar ones. You don't recognize like this specific like exact shape and style, but you've seen similar sorts of devices before.
Okay, that's good. That's information that
You've
I
maybe
didn't know
stolen
about
and played with
myself.
one before.
Yeah. Oh.
You might have one in your pile of things at home.
Who knows?
If he does, it
Just-
doesn't work.
No, I'm just saying, just waiting for him to accidentally trip over it.
I do have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you setting the grenade down this turn
Well-
and trying to set this up now, or
I
you?
want to use the threat this turn. Next turn I have a plan if
Okay,
there's no response.
make an intimidate check then.
God damn it.
Before you do
I'm
that, before
not
you
a
do that,
charismatic
before you do
character.
that, study target. Do you have a move action to study target? Because that will give you +1 on your intimidate.
Yeah,
targets,
I didn't have a chance. Just throw that
I mean,
out.
so
yeah.
far you haven't. Well, pulling this thing out would be a move action, but
Yeah.
you still have a standard action that you haven't used. So,
Well, it's I study target or I try to intimidate, I guess.
I mean, I would let you do both.
Okay. 'Cause
I'll
I'm gonna
roll the
definitely
intimidate
fail
into the
intimidate
study.
check, so I want to make sure I study my target.
Yeah. So you can study first, and then give me the intimidate check with your +1 thing.
I'll study and I'll intimidate. Damn. Okay. So it's 18.
Okay. I mean, they are currently completely concealed by this webbing thing, so you can't see if they're acting any differently. But
Wait. I thought it was
Noted.
see-through. Everything I'm doing makes no sense if they can't see it.
It says the opaque walls. I assume you were saying words aloud as part of this.
Oh.
Are you
Okay.
not?
Well, my whole spiel was if they could see me through whatever it
Okay,
was. That was
sorry.
on
No, the walls of the
He's going like,
web shelter
I'm pulling
are
the grenade.
they are opaque.
I can't cheekishly say, "Do you know what this is?" and they can't see it.
Do you know what this
Fair
is?
enough. That does make sense in retrospect.
I'm pulling up the grenade.
I made a little jail bar webbing in front of it so you could talk, or a little thinner window, I guess.
No, we'll
Spin them
say there's
shits.
like a fucking sunroof they can see out of, like
made a
or
web
a
Kia
little
Sorento.
window or something.
Hey,
You make
Bugs,
me a
do you
web
hear
home?
this?
Sounds nice.
It's a can of rage.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I can take back everything that I just did.
Sure. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that it was opaque until after you did all that.
So nobody saw the grenade. I didn't say anything. Instead, I'm gonna move around the dome and go over to look at this coward. Actually, I can't move that far. That's all I got.
Did you set
Okay.
a target still?
I
If you don't,
can't
I mean-
see him, so no.
I guess technically you can't study it. You
That
can't
is a
see
good
them.
point. That's a good point. But so you should be able to. But if you're using two move actions, you should be able to reach that guy, right? Or no? Am I
You do have a second move action because your first move action
was pulling out the
in the
grenade,
time
which
that
you
didn't
do.
happen was you pulling out the grenade. But since that
I
didn't
know,
happen,
but-
you have another action.
Yeah. If I move again, though, I can't really do anything.
So I mean, do you want to say anything or look for something in particular?
I'm trying to give the dude his sword back if I can.
Okay, yeah, you can reach down for the orc's sword and offer it to him. He'll trepidatiously take it from you, but he doesn't look like he's planning on using it anytime soon.
I'll ask you again. Can you fight with us?
I can't even walk.
Who needs to walk when you've got a weapon?
I'll try if they come over here.
You're staring at a bag of bones. Of course you can fight.
He is like, actually, here's a question: is your face covered?
Nope. We're in a dungeon.
Okay. Then yeah, he's like, he has not taken his eyes off of your eyes, since you offered him his sword back.
Yeah, I imagine when I talk, my mouth doesn't move. It just makes sounds.
Yeah, there's like he's definitely never seen anything like you before and is a bit concerned. This place is maybe more than he bargained for. But okay. I think that's probably all you got time for on this
Yeah.
turn. So that'll be Yvette.
Hi, it's me. I have no idea what I'm doing.
We've not seen the bugs go yet. Once at post Sticky Dome, right?
Yeah, we haven't
Correct.
seen them try
No,
anything.
yeah, they're
Yes.
just trapped.
Well, we don't know if they're trapped. We're assuming they're trapped.
Yeah, we're assuming they're
But-
trapped.
Yeah, they can burst
I-
out. Like I think it's a strength check they can do, and they can totally burst out. I think that's what it said.
I'm gonna walk the furthest I can go towards the orc guy, the awful, this dude. The furthest I can go running. I'm gonna run to him. It's 80 feet. So it goes here.
You can definitely make it 80 feet.
Like here.
The room is not that big.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. Can I speak with him after I run?
Yeah.
I want to say though that I ran under the table too.
Okay.
Like, okay, it's important to me. And then I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders or the knees. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
you for
tall
sure
he
cannot
is.
reach his shoulders, but you
Yeah,
can grab
I'm
his
gonna-
knee.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold him in the legs, look up, and go. Give us information.
Oh boy. Well, he's armed now, so.
Okay. So you
What
like
happened here?
shake his leg and start shouting
not,
at him.
Not like strong. Like I'm like holding it.
Yeah, like trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
His eyes are still locked on Krakus. And
Can I?
after a
so
few
ugly.
moments,
Is his leg the fucked up?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It is
Is it-
like it is like partially melted off.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
that you're grabbing. I'm assuming you're grabbing the other one, which would have been
Honestly, I assumed he was grabbing the mega.
So-
No, I was not, but he's not
Okay.
paying attention to me, so I might do it.
yeah. So the way he's oriented, his right leg is the one that's fucked up. So the leg that's closest to you is his good leg. I assume you grab that one first.
Yeah. And then I try to speak with him, and he just doesn't acknowledge me.
After a few moments of you shaking his leg, he turns and looks down at you. He goes, I don't know. I just woke up, and these bugs were. And then he stops. He like can't get out another word.
He's fucked up.
He's shook.
I conveyed this information to my party. He's fucked up. That's my turn.
Okay, bug time.
I don't think I can even do anything else. I
Bug
ran.
time.
So I see, Vince, I see in this skill, they can make a strength check, but what is the strength check?
I think it probably has to do with the hardness.
It would be So here's what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter because so these are tiny creatures, which means they're bigger than the fine size that this skill calls for. So normally it would mean that they wouldn't have to take an action at all, but I think this was cool. So I'm going to give them an auto success, but still eat their action.
I'll take it.
So they're going to be able to chew through this and make their way out of the
Okay, I see.
shelter, but they're going to lose their move action.
You said they're bigger than fine, is that why?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are tiny, which is one step up. No, 2 steps up? It's at
Minuscule, I
least
think,
one
is
step
above
up.
fine.
I don't remember what order fine and diminutive are, but I know tiny is bigger than both of them. Because tiny is 1 step below small.
Which is me.
Correct.
Oh, these are big bugs.
Yeah, they're a bit bigger than normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so they start chewing a hole like God, I really want to say the size of a baby. So fuck
wrong?
it. They chew a hole that's roughly the size of a baby out of the bottom of one of these things. I described something else as being the size of a baby skull in the last adventure. I don't know why I keep thinking about babies.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Why
Yeah,
not just a softball or something?
I don't know, man.
God. Fine is the smallest, by the way.
Fine is the smallest. Okay.
Everyone just stops. Oh, it looks like a baby.
That's roughly baby sized.
That's roughly baby sized.
Percy's jots that down in his notebook. Okay. Baby sized.
Baby sized. Take notes, everyone. I poke the dying orc and go, you saw it? Babe sized.
So they swarm towards the two of you. They pour out of the hole that they make and swarm towards the two of you. So as they do this, you guys both get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Zael, you would get yours first because of your reach.
Ah.
And it's dead. Good work, Zoro.
I
You
don't-
strike down, but they are faster than you expected.
Ah, so it missed.
It missed.
Okay.
Oh shit!
All right, I guess I'm gonna try. Would it be weird? Can I Gora bug?
You
I
can
feel like-
certainly try.
I think Perseus doesn't like that idea. I think so. I'm just gonna
You
keep
don't
that.
want
in
bugs
mind.
all over your head.
Yeah, I don't want bugs all over my head.
Hakuna Matata, spear them on a big stick or something.
Nope.
Yeah, you strike down, but they're also faster than you expected. Before you know it, they are climbing up both of your legs, and I need a fortitude save from each of you.
Hey, a fortitude save +1.
Hey!
Hey.
Too bad I didn't get to study this asshole.
Damn. Fortitude is crazy.
Actually, no, I don't. We don't get +1 on saves. It looks like. Actually, I'm sorry. You don't get a +1 on intimidate. You get a +1 on bluff. Bluff, knowledge, perception, sense, motive, and survival checks for a study target.
Tell the bugs you're a bug.
Okay. Sorry. Just this +1. Oh no! It was so close to getting a 19.
Amazing.
So 7. Yay!
You're gonna study
Once
this
again,
bug
I don't
for
think.
real,
there's-
Paul.
I do not think there has been a fight in this campaign that I've not been entangled.
You're not entangled, fortunately.
Oh, no, I
Um,
don't.
You were just dead.
These are different from the other ones, but
Insta-kill.
Okay.
you do take 5 points of damage, and Percy's, you take 2 points of damage.
Oh, also, by the way, 2 points. Okay, that's fine. But you have +1 resistance on saves, Zion.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
I included it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
factored that. Okay, just making
Yeah,
sure.
I rolled a 6. I mean, actually, I'm sorry. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 6 and a 7 both fail, so...
Okay.
Percy's, you don't feel any other negative effects associated with these bugs biting you, apart from it being generally kind of gross.
Mhm.
But Zal, on the other hand, you are nauseated and sickened.
Okay.
You are nauseated
my
for
God.
1 round, and
Nauseated.
you are sickened until you save. So you get a new save at the end of your turn
Okay.
until you succeed.
Wow, that looks like that affects a lot of things. Okay.
So nauseated, definitely the worst of the two, but that one only lasts the 1 round. Sickened is just penalties all over the place.
so it looks
Nauseated means
like-
you can only take a move action. You cannot attack or cast spells.
But I can study target. Yeah.
You can study target.
Okay.
Okay, that is their turn, Zael. It is your turn now. You are nauseated, so you can't do much.
You throw up.
Well, it's gonna get an attack of opportunity because I'm moving the fuck away. Actually, I'm going to try to acrobatics away to avoid the attack of opportunity. Let's see. So it would so I can't take a 5-foot step and then move, right? I
No,
have to,
you cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot move in the same turn that you
Yeah,
take a
so
5-foot
I'll
step.
basically be going through 2 squares, or leaving 2 squares where he has the attack of opportunity, correct? If I say want to move away, like say there, type of thing. Since I'm leaving 1, 2. That's correct. Well, that's assuming he can make multiple attack of opportunity. I'm gonna start moving away.
You also
So-
assume that the bugs can reach outside of their area.
Did they not attack Krakus earlier? They did not.
Nope.
Okay, that's a good point too. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to step back or step away.
You're not going to do a sweet flip?
No, I'm doing a sweet flip. In fact,
Oh.
fuck it, I'll do a sweet flip onto this table.
The orcish man is roughly the size of a grown-up orcish baby.
So
You know
I
you're
guess I
not
gotta do an
wrong.
Acrobatics check, right?
I'm sorry, you going over the table or under the table? I missed it.
Let's go over the table. Vedar did the under thing.
Dope.
Oh, it's too
Yes,
hard
that
for
is
me
an
to go over
acrobatics
it.
check.
So Yeah, fuck it. We'll just click this because I don't know what penalties are there.
You're like throwing up as you're doing this. Like a vomit sprinkler.
It's like a shuriken
Um,
of vomit.
Yeah, you are able to like jump out of this massive bugs. Like hands on the table, flip over, and are not attacked in any way as you do so.
Okay. And then
But
I
that's
will
all
just-
you got because you were nauseated. That clears, and now you get a chance to save for the sickened again. So give me another 42.
Wait, don't I? That was my move action. Don't I still have a second move action? In which case I could study target.
You can only take a move action as here.
Sure.
Let me get the full details, not the spark notes on nauseated.
Okay.
You can only take a single move action per turn. It does specify one move action. So.
And also says cannot do anything basically requiring attention. I would assume studying a target would require attention. Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, cool. Then that is my turn, and I will make my save +1.
Nice.
What?
But you are
42 save
sickened,
again?
so
42 save, correct?
yep.
And then +1 to that.
Okay, you are no longer sickened.
Yay! And I'm no longer nauseated, right?
Correct.
Yay! I threw up a little bit, and now I feel all better.
And now Percy's. We come back to you. These bugs have gathered about your legs. They're poking stingers at you and biting you, and all sorts of tiny little nicks.
Now, could I possibly? There's two things that I could possibly try. First off, I couldn't. What is it? Use my wild empathy to improve the attitude of the swarm, right? You don't really improve attitude of a swarm.
Well, they've proven their intelligence to some degree. They both hissed at me when I spoke to them, and they also, Zahel, I think, sensed some intelligence from them.
Yeah.
No, did no such thing. He just wanted to kill him.
First off,
Uh,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I think if you read Wild Empathy, it'll say that it has to be an animal.
Oh, this isn't an animal. Okay, gotcha. That's
So
totally fine.
I think
That's fine.
you've studied these enough that you know these are it's considered a magical beast at this point.
Okay, yeah, that's
Something
fine.
magical has happened to them that they no longer behave like animals do. There's
Okay,
an
so
elevated
Zelda knows-
intelligence here.
Cool.
The Eldon noticed that the aura of after images or whatever it dissipated when hit.
Is this a bookshelf?
No, that's like a shelf with a door on it. A wooden door,
Is
so
it
you
enough
can't see
to
what's in it.
topple over something like those bugs? If I back away from it, if I try and push it onto the swarm, like just to crush them.
Oh, I mean, you can certainly try. It's not a quick cursory look. It doesn't look like it's like bolted to the wall or the floor or anything. So it's theoretically possible to knock it over.
Yeah, so I'll take a 5-foot step back and try and crush as many bugs as I can with this object.
That's sick.
Okay, give me a strength check to see if you can get the like cabinet over.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
you get it over and quick. These bugs do
Clean
not
the
have.
fuck out of it.
They do not have a lot of time to react.
Awesome.
Almost like you throw it to the ground with a 23 like that.
How do I want to do the damage for this?
Guess
Just
how
don't
much
do
it weighs, I
damage,
guess?
just
I don't
like-
know.
Just don't do damage.
Improvised
They
weapon,
just
like a
dead.
thrown thing of large or something.
Roll 3d4. And this is going to be bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Okay, not ideal, but it does squish a good bunch of them. And they definitely seemed to not expect that. Oops.
Yep, I think we're good then. That's my turn.
Okay. Awesome. Krakus and then Yvette is on deck.
All right.
So the bugs have broken out of the web shelter and swarmed 2 of your party members, but they've both gotten away.
I feel like there's still an opportunity to commune with these things. I'm gonna try one last time to be kind. I'm gonna walk up here and just say to them, like, stop this madness, be reasonable.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm going to perceive.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice any change in behavior.
As a show of benevolence, I will sheathe my weapon using my other action.
Okay.
That's it.
Yvette, you are up. Can stay covered. It's a shelf with a door. What did I say? Cabinet?
Here.
Or I said shelf with a door. Okay, whatever,
Fuck
man.
this, and I'm gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna try to shoot the bugs again.
Shoot
This
away.
time I'm gonna try to hit the bugs and not the ground.
Okay.
Thought it said pepperoni.
That would be a great name for a weapon.
Pepperoni 2, revenge.
Yeah, so can I say you like crouch down and get a straight line shot. The bullet flies through like maybe an inch above the ground and pierces like a row of bugs. It cuts a line through like you're parting a sea.
Damn.
And the
You
bullet
made this look so much more badass than I thought it would.
the bullet slams into the cupboard and thankfully stops before flying through it and coming out the other side. But you took out a good swath of them.
Is the orb, like the thing above them that you said it was, is still there? Is it vanishing forever?
No. The illusions that were above them dissipated as soon as Zael
As soon as Zael
struck
hit it?
them before. Yes.
Okay. I think that's my turn. Can I look back and just go like, the fuck, man, for the orc? Like, do something.
Yeah.
Like, dude, at least roll your initiative. I don't know.
He does not respond. Okay. The swarm of bugs, say about half of them, turn to look at Krakus and give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Oof.
That's good.
So you hear it starts out low, but builds in volume. This chittering and like the sound of insects running across like a cold stone floor, and it gets louder and louder and louder until you can't stand it anymore. You're gonna take or you're gonna be dazed for 1 round. And you're going to take
Good
6
life,
points of
motherfucker.
sonic damage.
Sonic.
And
go
no
for
one
Panic.
else hears this.
See Dr. Robotnik hitting the shit out of him.
Am I able to say anything? I'm dazed.
Yes.
But
Yeah, you can say something real quick.
they're not nice. Kill them. Kill them.
And then the bugs are going to start moving towards Yvette, but you sheathed your weapon, so you do not get an attack of opportunity because you're not threatening.
Can he kick it?
Right.
So
He tried to kick it.
they are going to do some more damage to you.
Good. Very
You're going
good.
to take 4 damage, and I need another fortitude save.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, that's it.
Ooh, feeling a little hurt, a little rattled.
Zal.
Okay, Zell is going to study the target.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
So, do we? I don't think we have a buff set up for that. So I'm
No,
just
because it
going
only affects
to-
one creature. I didn't want to set
That
up
is
a
a good
buff
point,
'cause it
that is
might
a
be
good point. So we'll
confusing.
just keep in mind. So this adds +1 to the attack and to the damage if I am to hit. Let me just make sure I'm reading it.
You can click
Plus-
on it and it'll put the whole. It should put the whole text for it in chat.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. It's. Here we go. Well, thank you. You did that.
Cool.
Either opponent is dead or slash
Man, the
is-
DC of your abilities go up as well. That'd be great if you were a spellcaster, or it'd be better if you were a spellcaster, I guess. But it's still pretty
and
good.
I can't. I don't think I can attack it from here, can I? I mean, I have a. Is the table in the way of my attack?
I will say you can attack it with disadvantage because it's awkward, but you could theoretically like slash under the table, like you could crouch down
kinda
and
like
slash under the table, but it's gonna be harder
Scramble
than
it
normal.
under the table. Just move my.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
the
like
sharpest
scrambling eggs
shot
from
spot.
10 feet away.
Yeah.
So make click on the attack button twice, not the actual. Don't click the whole thing, just the attack number twice.
Oh god, ignore that then. Ignore that completely. Damn
It's
it.
a crit.
Yep.
Well,
Ignore it completely.
I said you're rolling with disadvantage, so that was your first roll. Now just click it again.
You said to just click the attack, not the whole thing. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's still rolled one of the 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
What I need is for you to roll 2, and I'm going to take the worst of them. So that first roll was definitely the best. Second one is the worst, and unfortunately,
And
you
it
do
doesn't-
not
do
connect
not
with
hit.
any of the bugs.
Yeah, you're not proficient on.
Wait. Did
attacking
you include the
stuff.
+1?
You know what? I did, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're not proficient on attacking under the tables.
No,
You got
afraid not.
some stuff to learn. Maybe try to be 3 feet tall. It helps.
Okay, Percy's, it is your turn.
Is this torch? Can you take that off the wall? Is that like? Does it look like I can take it off the wall? Like examine it?
No, it is not. It's not like a normal torch. These are like magical sconces. If
Okay,
you
cool.
recall, in the first room, they lit automatically when you walked through.
Okay, that's all I
So
need
it's
to know.
it's like an ever burning flame in a sconce thing.
Okay. In that case, I don't have much besides just attacking the damn thing. So
Keep in mind this space right here is difficult terrain because there's a cupboard there.
Yeah, a smash cupboard. Yeah. I'm going to just go up here 20, and then I guess I'm just going to attack it with my scimitar. 'cause
A
I'm
shelf with a door,
bored
yes.
Still, just fuck that. And I missed the fuck out of it.
Yes, unfortunately, you do.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
All right, quick and easy. Krakus, they are not nice. What are you gonna do?
I can't do anything. I'm dazed.
That's true. You're dazed. Your turn is over.
That
You're
was
no
nasty.
longer dazed. I bet. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I see. Krakus fucked up. Zahel struggling
Yes.
to hit something. Percy cannot hit the thing too. The arc, it's just useless. I gonna take my erasing potion.
Oh my god.
Please don't. Not now.
I gonna just take it and look at the room, see the reactions.
Test it on the orc before you throw it near us.
I don't want to throw it at you. I want to throw it at the bugs.
I'm in the bugs. I am part of the bugs right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're crawling all over Krakus's legs, so in order to hit the bugs, you'd probably have to hit Krakus as well.
God fucking damn it!
With whatever this erase thing is.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a 5 back and shoot the thing. Hey.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Bless you.
That was the sound of the gun going off.
Canna.
Alright, you level your weapon, like close one eye, take aim, and fire, and the bullet whizzes past. It almost looks like it doesn't hit anything, but upon closer inspection, the bullet blew a bunch of bugs off of Krakus's legs.
Yeah. Hey, good work, me.
You didn't hit a lot of them, but maybe you hit the ones that mattered.
Once you hit along the way.
Honestly, I would have laughed if you threw the erase potion and it just made one of my legs vanish. I literally just got
I mean-
legs.
You have
We
a
had-
backup one
We
for when
had
it's
a
worth.
backup, yeah. We can just go back and
That's
get
true.
another one.
No, I'd have to fashion a foot. So keep that in mind. We don't know what the erase potion does. I'm just saying it could do some awful shit.
Man, imagine if you had any sort of arcane spellcaster at all. You would know what this does, probably, and it would be a whole different story.
It's just fucking Kool-Aid.
It's just an energy drink.
Or it could erase memories or something.
Give it to the orc. That the orc, the full-blooded orc, not the half orc.
I'm not fuck with the. It's not my turn anymore.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, I think the bugs are going to start making moves towards Ivet. Should have backed up further, friend.
Yeah. I thought about that now.
Zell and Percy's, you do both get attacks of opportunity as it moves out of your threatened areas.
Cool, cool.
We'll let Krakus go first.
Scimitar.
Krakus does not get one, Percy's does.
Why?
I
I'm
slashed
not
the.
losing more. My turn
Slashed
is
wildly in
over.
the air.
Oh, I'm not.
You're not wielding a weapon,
Just
that's
saying.
why. Yeah.
Hey, kick it.
So yeah, Percy slashes down at the ground, but they're gone before your blade connects, Zell.
I'm sorry. The first one, it took a second. It's just the first one.
Okay, they both hit, so it doesn't matter, but I'll take the lower damage. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to catch a bunch of them as they run past.
How many fucking?
They all are there.
14 minus 6.
Can we see like a bloodbath
They're-
of insects?
Their numbers are severely diminished, but they are not all gone yet. And there is enough of them to start biting at Ivet's legs.
Oh yeah, I'm small. You can like
I was
you-
saying,
two
just
of them.
legs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
2
you're
of them.
wielding a gun, you do not get an attack of opportunity here. You do not threaten with that weapon.
But I have a kitchen knife.
But it's not in your hands, so it doesn't matter. So, give me a fortitude save.
Oh, I'm great at those.
And take 2 points of damage.
Just 2? What is the rest of it?
The rest of it is you are nauseated and sickened.
I'm sickening, nauseated, and sickened. Okay.
All right, Zal, it is your turn, and Perseus is on deck. You know, I wasn't sure if
Okay.
this fight would take
am going
long
to
enough, but
make
I think
a acrobatics check.
I think we're
to
getting
jump
good
on
value
top
out
of
of
the
it.
table. I figure that standing on top of the table, the bugs are less likely to get to me.
Okay.
Let's just.
To just climb on the table, I don't think you need to make a check. It's
Okay, sure. This is a move action then.
Yep.
Okay, I'm on top of the table and I will attack with my reach weapon. Power attack, it's studied, so +1 to whatever comes up. Don't matter. Well, 15. Pretty sure that does not hit from earlier numbers.
It does not.
Yeah.
Very close. Very close.
There goes my turn.
All right, Percy's.
For being nice.
Percy says the scimitar sucks, and he drops it to the ground. Very upset with it right now. And then he's just going to. You're on the table right now, by the way, right?
Yeah,
that
I
how
would
it is?
appreciate if you didn't like flip it over or anything on the bugs.
All right, well, I won't do that then.
There's a smaller table. There's a
I-
smaller table.
Oh, is that it? I mean,
This table right here does not look like it's attached to the larger table.
It is not
That's-
attached. There's 3
Yeah,
tables
so-
here.
There's
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
I
in the
will.
middle.
I get so frustrated that scimitar, I literally table flip.
Do you table
So-
flip the table onto the insect?
Yeah, I'm gonna try right there. Just, I mean,
if
it's
it's
Okay.
if it's another crit,
Uh,
you might flip it onto you.
Yeah, give me another
Like-
strength check. This is significantly easier than doing the cupboard, but you succeeded with flying colors at the cupboard, so. Okay. You're definitely able to flip it over and land it on some of the bugs. Roll 2d4.
all right. Shimona, I'll take it. It's fine. It's about
All right,
average.
yeah, you smush another group of bugs, and hear a shattering of the bottle that was on that table.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It was empty. It's fine.
Oh, good.
Oh, Jesus.
I would have been too angry to recognize a bottle that was full, anyways.
God. Oh, could you imagine if I was that mean?
Yep.
I could.
Easily.
You had a
Wow.
room full of them last time. You didn't. You tried to knock them over.
I did, but I mean, I would have stopped trying if it got too bad, but it didn't get bad at all. You guys were fine.
The hell had the wonderful idea to push them and secure them to the wall. Otherwise, yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway,
All right, Krakus, it is your turn. Your
Oh.
weapon is sheathed.
well, how about I try again to yell at the bugs? So, I'm assuming, Zahel, you were able to attack the bugs because you have a reach weapon in your
Yes.
bugs. Okay, so
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be able to do that. I'll move here. Well, first I need to get my weapon back out.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a move, isn't it, or a
Yeah,
standard?
Yeah.
it's a move
Standard
unless you have quick draw.
Well, I'm not going to endanger myself this turn, so I'm just going to stand here again. Because if I move up there, I want to be able to do something instead of just get overwhelmed again. So I'm staying put.
Okay. Then it is Ivette's turn. You are nauseated and sickened, so you can only take one move action this round.
Cannot attack or anything. You can just like one move action.
Correct. You cannot attack or do anything that requires attention.
But if I leave, they're gonna attack me, right?
Maybe.
Wait, no, they didn't with the crackers.
They have. No, I was gonna say they've gone after whoever dealt damage to them last, but that's not true because Krakus never did anything to them other than yell angry words.
I think you could say they went after whoever pulled their attention most recently.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, I'm gonna throw up in the insects. Of course, I can
Okay.
throw up at the bugs. I will throw up.
Okay, you
at
throw
the
up as a
bugs.
free action. Continue.
Yeah, I will throw up at the bugs, and then I'm gonna run to like here. On the way, I'm screaming at this fucking orc too, so he can do something. I'm just screaming at his orc. Is it like understandable or like understandable words? I don't know. It just screams.
He is still, just like climbing up the back of this chair, trying to keep his feet off the floor, holding the sword weakly in his hands.
Wait, feet or foot?
He still has 2 feet. One of them's really
Okay.
fucked up, but it's still there.
Okay.
Okay, Ivek, give me a fortitude save to see if you can get rid of that sickened condition.
I'm amazing at those.
Okay. You feel your like stomach rumble a little bit, and it feels like almost you're gonna be sick again. But then you're able to steel yourself, and you feel much better.
Hey.
You can clear both of those conditions now.
I threw up everything that it was making me nauseated.
Yeah, better out than in.
Yeah, it's all on the floor
Taught me that.
and on the insects. They're all smelling
All right.
like my.
So the bugs are gonna skitter around. Actually, before they do that,
Oh
They're
no!
being toward us, so I guess we're gonna get ready to get fucked up again.
Something is coming like behind me. I'm fucked.
they run around like in a circle in this little area. Like it's suddenly they get very orderly and they run around in a circle, and a flash of light goes up above them, and I need a fortitude save from Zahel.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Suck it. Plus one. Plus one. Plus
Oh, plus one.
Okay.
Wait. I'm sorry. Is this a DC check? So would this not be +2?
Wait, why would this be +2?
Because Perseus at the beginning buffed me.
Oh,
Oh, it's
yeah,
a
it
plus
would
one.
it would be +2 because this is a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the light flashes right in front of your eyes, and you blink for a second, and then your like it all goes dark. You blink for a second, and then your vision comes back, and you're fine. Then they go back into their sort of random mass and run around the table and to Percy's. You
Roll
get
fort.
you get an attack of opportunity if you're wielding a weapon.
I'm using my horn. I'm mad at these things. I'm gonna
Okay.
core 'em if I can.
Yep. Yeah. You
No.
thrust your head down, and they move deftly around your horns as they strike the floor, and then they start climbing all over you. And now I do need that fortitude save.
He can't throw his horns on the ground at least. Ah, beans.
All right, you take 3 damage and are nauseated and sickened.
All right.
How
So
many
tough to
bugs
Man.
are there?
When it rains, it pours for y'all. These are 2 separate things. You can save against them separately, but you guys have either succeeded on both or failed both.
Yeah.
How many bugs are still there?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Can I count? Can I count them on my 9 fingers?
If you want to spend a turn counting them, yes. But they're moving around very fast. It's hard to keep track of them.
Let's get the
Zael, it
person
is
with
your
more
turn,
HP
and
take care of that.
then we're back on Percy's after that. Zael, it is your turn.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said I was just up next. Not that they were already done. Okie dokie. So okay, I'm just gonna move right there and attack the bugs.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Kill it. Kill it.
Gonna be a +1 to this.
Kill it.
Fuck me. Okay.
We suck.
All right,
we
yeah. As
suck.
you swing at them, they just crawl further up Percy's legs to
Hold up.
God.
Quick
evade.
question. Quick question.
Yes,
I was right
yes.
here. They moved. Where did they move from before? Did I get an attack of opportunity when they moved?
No,
'Cause they
I
were
didn't.
right-
I didn't give you one. So yeah, you take that now.
Yeah. Do we want to say the one I just took, the one I just missed on, was the attack of opportunity, and this is my normal attack?
Sure.
Or does it matter?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's fine for me. This will be your normal attack for this round.
Yay.
Okay. This one does hit, and you are able to clear up the rest of the bugs.
Oh,
Zero always gets the killing blows. It's awesome.
Do.
Nice.
So I guess I just kind
Ooh.
of with a quick little twirl of the blade, I just kind of catch all the remaining ones, and actually they were on Perseus's legs, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can sort of deftly move your blade like up and down his
That's
legs
exactly what I was about to say.
to clear them off.
Yeah, just give you a little close shave or clean shave real quick there.
I +2 versus fear effects. Just saying.
Okay, and with this swarm of creatures dealt with, what do you guys do? You guys are kind of
I'm
fucked up.
marching over the orc with anger in my eyes.
I am going to take one of my potions real quick.
Same here.
How much a potion cures again?
1d8 plus 1.
Yeah, cure minor wounds is 1d8 plus 1.
Should I take one for 3 damage?
Probably not.
Yeah, I should put. Hold on. I'm gonna
Okay.
walk. I'm gonna see Krakus walking into the orc's direction, and I go walk towards Krakus, and we're gonna check on the orc as a team.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm just trying. I want to grab him and
Yep.
call him a coward and be
Yep.
like, "Stop
I'm with you.
talking."
I'm with you.
I don't want to like hurt him though.
Oh,
Perseus is still weirdly curious about these and inspects the bug's corpses and sees if he notices anything that he would not otherwise noticed. Because he
Okay.
is curious about nature and whatnot.
Let's deal with the orc situation first.
That's completely fine. Cool.
So you grab him by the shoulders and call him a coward.
I handed you a sword and you just stood there while we all got chewed up by these bugs.
Oh, I didn't sign up for this. I thought we were just trying to find someone. I wasn't expecting bugs and oozes, and I can't walk.
It was easy. They'd had just done it themselves.
who's we?
Throw him back and I walk away.
Who's we? I'm asking him. Who's we?
You're asking the orc?
Yeah, who's we?
My friend, Fida.
The fuck is?
Where was she last seen? Or whoever where were they last seen?
Well, she brought me in here after I got attacked by the ooze in the last room, and I think she was trying to figure something out, and then I fell unconscious.
Probably the lizards.
He said the last room, and there is a splatter of ooze in the last room.
Oh.
So I think by last room he means here, and maybe they killed the ooze, but there's still no sign of his friend who was trying to figure something out.
What's in this desk?
So
That is a fireplace. This is a desk.
Oh. Okay.
So his leg is mangled, but it's not broken. It's not. It's melted. It's like the ooze got to it or something. Like that. So
Yes.
it's not broken or anything. So he doesn't need a splint or anything like that, right?
Right. He needs time and medical care.
Yeah.
I-
Ointments and stuff.
Oh, okay. Because I can is there anything I could do to like tend to his wounds with what I know that I don't have much around me for in terms of like materials. So if you say no, that's fine.
As far as like mundane medical care, you wouldn't be able to do much because he's not like actively bleeding or anything like that. There's like there's nothing that a bandage would help. You would certainly be able to help him if you had more time, like a couple of days to care for him. But right here, right now, it would
Nothing
require,
pressing. That's
it would
good.
require a health potion, basically.
I will get my erasing thing, and I'm gonna shake in front of him, and I'm gonna say, I have this thing. It has erasing on it. It might erase your pain. We don't know. Are you down to try it? And I'm gonna shake in front of him.
You don't even know what it does.
You don't know. You don't know either.
I don't want you to test it on me.
I'll say I know what this does, and he gives him a cure wounds potion. He will hand him one of his cure wounds potions.
Okay. He'll take it cautiously
Erasing.
and like examine it really quickly after Yvette threatening to erase him, and then down
I'm
it.
threatening
Once
to
he's
erase
satisfied
his
that he knows what
pain.
it is, he'll down it.
Cool. And then he backs away. Tries to give him a little bit of space. I am towering over the man.
What's in this
Okay,
desk?
you can see some of the like proper color come back to his injured leg. It's still messed up, and he's still hurt, but he's definitely doing better than he was before.
I ask him, "Can you walk?"
He slides off the chair and tries to put some like weight on his leg, and he's able to stand at least. So he goes, better than before.
Okay, so
If you need like a walking stick, you can use like a femur from the other room.
Oh, well, not all of us are 3 feet tall.
You can
So,
tape two bones together. You can tape some bones together.
I remember rolling really shitty on my nature check on those lizards. So I'd be like, if you can get past the dogs over there, we can help you out.
The dogs.
I think there was lightning dogs over there, so. And then he offers to at least help get him out on the way out.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could ask him to stay put or something.
He like motions at the scorch marks on his metal armor. He goes, it was difficult the first time.
Was it? We kind of did it easily.
Okay.
Krakus, you find a bunch of like disorganized notes on that desk.
Notes about
handwritten
research?
notes. So if you want to read some of them, they are they're not all about the same thing or even the same sort of thing. So like one of them looks like it's a diary page. Another one looks like it was straight up ripped out of a book and has like some writing in the margins. Another one is has like rough equations on it, like chemical equations on it.
Our contract is to find someone, right? Who's that someone again?
Baddon Skycorn.
Okay, and Baddon Skycorn, I'm assuming, is not an orc.
Yeah, you know that the person you're looking for is a human.
Okay.
Zell is gonna poke around this fireplace, moving objects and such, for your classic trapdoor thingies.
Can I
guess
run?
perception. Would that require a perception roll?
No, not really. So I mean, if you just want to like, you're like lifting up the candlestick and like moving the books and stuff around that are on top. Yeah. So you do all that and nothing seems to happen.
Let's read this diary.
Yeah, I want to
Zealous.
read the diary. I wanted to run to the table and read the diary.
Okay, real quick, Percy's, you wanted to examine the bugs a little bit more a little while
Yeah,
ago, right? Let's
I
do that
walk
real
over
quick.
there. Yeah, I snort a little bit and like, what are these? And
Snort the
he's
bugs?
no, he does like a bull snort thing. He's a
Oh,
minotaur.
okay.
He does minotaur things, and then he walks over and he tries to examine these bugs and see if he can make out what they are. Like he's never encountered anything like this in nature, so he's fascinated by it.
So give me a knowledge nature check to start.
Sure thing.
Beautiful. So from what you can tell, they are normal bugs, or they were. There's like a weird growth patterns on them. Like they look like they grew in size beyond what they normally would be. And you also notice that the glow that y'all noticed in their eyes before is now gone. But one of them, a spider, has like really weird proportions for a spider. Like it's you know how normally, I don't remember bug terms, what their bodies are, the different parts of their bodies are called, but the head portion.
Okay. Yeah, head
yeah.
spider head. Got it.
The head and like chest region is much bigger than you would expect on a spider of that kind.
Okay.
I mean, it like proportionally, it's almost closer to an ant, but it's it's obviously it's got 8 legs and stuff. So it's the front section, thorax. That's one of the words I think is
Yes.
much more similar to the fat back portion than it normally would be.
So I wouldn't know this is like of nature, though, of like arcane magic or anything like that, right? It's not like some weird.
You can give me a spellcraft or knowledge arcana, I suppose.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you certainly can't tell what did this to them.
Okay, and I'd be like, ugh, okay, well that's different. And then I guess that's pretty much all for the bugs, at least. Yeah, those are some weird looking bugs. Cool. I know about the bugs a little bit more now, I guess.
Okay, Krakus, you were gonna read a diary page, right?
Yes.
Read it out loud.
I don't want to read it out loud right now.
So only one of these
That's
pages
cool.
is from the diary, and it doesn't look like a full entry. And I don't have a handout for you, so I can't just let you read it, but I can tell you
Okay.
roughly what it says. So it is signed B.S at the bottom.
Okay, that's good.
And it's talking about working on something. Like I made some progress today, but I still don't know where it's from. I've narrowed it down. I'm leaning towards somewhere on the plane of chaos. The precise nature of it still eludes me. I can't stop thinking about it.
What is it? I hand the diary page to Yvette.
Hey, I read it out loud.
Okay,
I'm going
everyone
to-
gets roughly the same impression of what he's talking about.
It's totally one another orb.
Question.
Answer.
With the chronicle thing, I have like advantage on to record, like to remember stuff from the books I read, right? Even if it's not with me, right? I just have like more bonuses if the book is with me.
So yeah, I mean, you get some bonuses on knowledge things.
Could I maybe have read the book named Interplanar Portals for Dummies?
So I mean, what you're really saying is you want to make a knowledge planes check, I think.
Yeah, I wanna try to understand what was his plan. Like, do I guess I wanna find any other research of the plans by the room, and then maybe get it together to figure it out if he could
Okay,
go to the other
here,
plan or not.
give
Yeah.
me a knowledge planes check.
Let's play.
And we'll
How do I do that?
It's just one of the knowledges.
Oh, knowledge planes.
Okay, you do not recall anything, having read anything in the library about that sounds like what he's talking about. I mean, you've seen the name Plane of Chaos, like you've heard of that, but you don't know anything about it that
Okay.
you think would help you here.
Can I try go around the room trying to find more notes? Like more
Sure.
pieces of paper. Maybe trying to match the one piece of paper I have to other pieces to maybe find another page or something.
Before we get too deep in this, I have to urinate, so let's take a couple minutes and
Sounds
a
good.
short break.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, like 4 minute, like 10-10? Or
I mean, I was gonna say 5-ish minutes.
yeah, so 10-10.
Oh, that is the time, the end time. I thought you were saying 10 minutes.
No,
Gotcha.
no, like that time.
Then yeah, 10-10.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Really wish I could set a timeout on the the 3D dice. I like them on my like spectator cam. But whoops, I did not mean to zoom. But they don't go away until I click on that screen because I have the separate window, a separate browser window open for the spectator and my view. So it'd be nice if they went away on their own after like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something. You don't need to see them forever. I gotta say, I wanted to work with Krakus more on negotiating with the bugs, but I did explicitly determine when I was making them that they did not know any languages, which meant any sort of verbal communication was going to be pretty much impossible. Which is unfortunate, because it would have been fun to talk to a bunch of intelligent bugs, but in the history of this place, it didn't make sense to me.
Everyone back yet?
I am.
But it sounds like not, so I'm gonna get some chips real quick.
I am back.
Hi, back.
Welcome.
Here.
Okay, now we're just waiting for Mr. Chips. Come back with his chips.
The chips.
Okay, back a second time.
Okay, sounds like we've got everyone here.
Everyone is here.
Did we leave off at something, or can we do more stuff now?
Yvette was looking for more papers.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Specifically, I think you wanted to
notes,
find more diary pages.
researches, notes, anything that looks like he wrote it. Maybe like an open book that he was mid-reading. Anything that like it's interesting could be a clue.
Okay, there's a lot of both of those things. So it's not hard to find anything if you're looking for something specific, or you just want a general feel for what types of stuff he's got open.
I think a general feel.
Okay. So give me a perception check, I guess, to see how good you are at doing this.
Perception. I'm good as fuck.
Yes, you are. Okay, so you find a lot of stuff that's talking about the both the literal physical and like philosophical properties of different materials. There's things that break down a bunch of different metals, some like various other elements, and all these books and like with like notes in the margins and stuff are coming at these things from different angles. So a lot of the stuff here is about like earthly materials, metals, stones, etc.
I know there was a book on the list of the Chronicle thing that was kind of for stones and shit, but I cannot find it. Strange cave crystals. It might not
Oh,
be.
it's because you get a penalty. Mm.
Oh,
Should be.
not-
It's
half,
divided by
not
2,
three.
not divided by 3.
Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, those rolls
So it's
are
9
amazing. What are
instead
you
of
talking
6.
about?
9.
Actually, it's more than that because they're 1d8. It's 3 separate potions you're drinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're each
Yeah, it's
1d8
1d8
plus
one.
1, so it's actually 21 divided by 2, so you get 10.
Oh, okay. Back to where I started.
Is
Uh,
the
well-
arc just standing there still?
He's relaxing considerably. I think his sword at this point he's like laid it so it's leaning up against the wall. He's no longer holding it, and he's like he's standing there like gingerly bending his leg, trying to get a feel for like what state it's in.
I'm going to ask the orc where was the last time he saw his where was the last place he saw his compatriot?
I think she was over there, and he points to the opposite end of the room.
Okay.
I
there
think that's the
seems to
last thing I
be-
saw before I fell unconscious.
I'm going to go over there and take a look around, a closer look at, say, maybe the wall or that area.
Okay.
Well,
As soon as you go
perception.
over there, you didn't notice it at
Go ahead.
first because of all the the excitement of the bugs and whatnot.
There's a little thing there.
But there is a like dish sort of resting up against the wall. The like brick that it's on also looks like it's not flush with the rest of the wall either.
Oh, it's the more HD texture from the PS2 games.
So okay, I'm sorry. So there's a dish on the wall
Yes.
as well as it's surrounded by brick wall that just is a little bit offset from the rest. Is that correct?
And yes, and above the dish on the wall, there is a sheet of paper.
Just like taped to the wall.
It's in like a 2-part frame, like a
Okay,
frame
okay,
that covers
yeah,
the
yeah.
top and the bottom, but doesn't go all the way around.
Yeah, like a scroll type of thing.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I know what we're talking about. Okay.
And this is what it says. The mind shines from within, precious and true. The spirit provides the spark to light anew. The body, though familiar, completes the stew.
Beautiful poetry.
Oh wow. Okay. Just gonna touch the plate.
Okay. It's slightly cold to the touch. It seems to be made of metal. It doesn't react to your hand in any way, though.
Okay.
That document should be in your handouts section now. Should all be able to refer back to it if you want to. Your journal, actually,
That's
is what the tab
cool.
is called.
That's very nice.
It's
Is
puzzle
this
time.
in D20 or World Anvil?
In Roll20.
Roll 20. Yep. There it is. Yep. So, in case we accidentally close it. Okay.
Yeah, or, I mean, so you don't have
Or
to keep it open
purposely-
all the time,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I think from this vantage point, yeah, I'll say you get a closer look at this table behind you.
Oh, okay.
There are 12 small bowls on that table.
By the way, did you told everyone
Yeah,
else?
yeah. Hey guys,
Okay,
there's this and there's
okay.
this. Come look. Hey!
In each of those bowls is a different substance. So I will run through them real quick. Okay, and sorry, each bowl has like a little symbol on it. So the first bowl is like a shining yellowish coarse powder. Second bowl is a whitish chalky powder. It very barely glows. The next bowl has tiny white crystals. After that, small dull gray blocks. The next one has a fine bright yellow powder. After that is a shimmering silver liquid. Then there's a glinting whitish gray sort of powder. Next is an almost completely clear liquid. Then is a silvery gray powder. Less powder, more like if you broke off pencil lead, like mechanical pencil lead, in very tiny little things, you know, so they're long
Shards,
and
tiny
short,
shards.
sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
Then is a reddish brown powder. Then is a small silvery grayish sort of clumps of material, almost like metal-like. And then finally are small silver white shining cubes.
What was bowl 7?
Got another handout real quick.
Oh, okay. This
Oh,
So
yeah,
this
damn
is
it,
this
I
All of it out.
this has the symbols that is on each bowl.
Okay. And what? I'm sorry. What was bowl 7 again?
Bowl 7 was a glinting whitish gray powder.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I may not have read those to you in the same order in which they appear here on this list. I apologize, but if you ask about any particular number, I can reread the description, or you can take a closer investigation at any of them. Feel free to refer to them by the symbol name, or like the description of the symbol or the number. The numbers are there for your convenience.
So you're
Can I
saying
just, like,
the
sync up my list with your list right now?
Sure.
Okay, 01, shining yellowish powder.
That is number 6 on this list.
Okay. White chalky powder barely glows. I have it as 2.
That is 8. Man,
Okay,
I
tiny
really
white
mixed these up.
Tiny white crystals, I have that as 3.
That is 2.
Small dull gray blocks at 4.
Hey, that's 4.
Okay. Fine bright yellow powder at 5.
That is 1.
Okay. Shimmering silver liquid at 6.
3.
Okay. Glinting whitish gray powder at 7.
7.
Nice. Nearly clear liquid.
9.
Silvery gray shards and chunks, long and skinny.
11. Oh no, sorry. No, this was 5.
5. Reddish brown powder.
12.
Small silvery gray clumps of metallic material.
That's 11.
Okay. And small silvery white cubes.
That is 10.
All right, got them.
I don't know why I didn't correct the order in my notes, but Here we are.
Okay. I'm all synced up.
Same. Okay. The mind shines from within, precious and true.
Are those
If-
magical runes?
I
by
was just
any
about to
chance?
ask you, Yvette, do you happen to recognize
Yeah.
any of these?
Do I recognize any of those?
You do not.
So it's not magical shit.
Yeah, I think given that you have a book specifically about arcane runes, you're pretty confident that these are not arcane runes.
So it's other shit.
Is the plate on the wall? I'm gonna go check that out. Is that fixated on the wall, or can we take it off?
It is fixed to the wall.
Okay.
Krakus, I think I mentioned one of those sheets that you found on that desk had like chemical formulas.
Oh, interesting.
Some of
Totally
these
didn't realize.
symbols appeared on that sheet.
Okay.
Oh, it's alchemical symbols.
I left it on the desk, but I tell everyone what I found.
I go back, run and get the paper and come back.
These symbols look familiar.
Boom! Boom! I'm so fast.
So quick.
What's the orc doing in all this?
He's
Crying.
looking dumbfounded. He is like doesn't really know what's going on. I mean, consider he just woke up or was awoken from unconsciousness by a bunch of like semi-intelligent bugs trying to eat him. And then y'all ran in here, saved him, but then berated him viciously, then gave him a health potion. He's kind of absorbing things.
It's
Now
a
you're all
very
huddled
weird
around a
day.
table with dishes on it. Yeah, he's very confused.
Guys, it's not magic. It's probably science.
I thought you were calling the party semi-intelligent bugs. I mean, I calls them
How
like
much
I
of the
see 'em.
powder is there? Is there like heaps enough to spare, or is it like
There's plenty that if you wanted to like you could do some tests on stuff. You don't have to worry about running out unless you get real crazy.
Okay. I'm going to take a small. I mean, I know we have the alchemic symbols to kind of decipher here, but real quick before we do that, just to see what happens, I'm gonna take a little bit of the powder, or I'm sorry, let me see what this substance is in bowl 6, which would be the yellow quartz powder, correct?
Shining yellowish powder.
Yeah. Wait, that's the shining yellowish powder,
Yep.
Yes.
but not coarse. Okay, I'm that.
No, it is coarse.
Oh, I
I described it
shining
as
part.
coarse.
Shining. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of that shining yellow coarse powder. I'm gonna bring it over to the plate on the wall and draw the symbol that was on that was next to that plate, the little circle with a dot in the middle. Or just kind of.
Oh, using the powder on the wall?
Yeah, does it just fall off? Now
Okay.
that I think about it, it's on the wall.
Yeah, it does fall off. But I think now that you've like touched it, and gotten a closer look at it, you probably recognize this as gold dust.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I don't just draw on the wall with gold dust. Well, it's dust. I doubt it's
Wait,
worth anything.
Gold Dust, like Gold Dust the wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh man, Greasebait comes out to beat us up.
Okay, so it's gold dust. So maybe if we can identify what these substances are, then it might help. Yeah. Thoughts?
Like actual
Whatever.
elements.
Yeah, they're probably all actual.
They're all different substances. I would hesitate to say that they are all strictly separate elements on the periodic table. You know what I mean?
Like, would a shimmering silver liquid be mercury?
Entirely possible.
Take a,
That's
like
not
a
interesting if
drink.
I try to touch
Chug,
it. Someone
chug,
else needs
chug,
to.
chug.
What do you want me to touch? I'll touch it.
That silver liquid. See if it moves when you get close to it.
Poke it.
It does not move until you touch it, in which case it responds to your touch. It sort of clings to your finger in a way it resists poking ever so slightly. It's got a high surface tension. It's very viscous.
How heavy is the bowl?
The bowls are affixed to the table.
That sounds like a design flaw.
We need to put the right stuff into the dish at the wall. We need to
There
make
are
this too.
there are like sort of underneath, because the bowls sort of lift off the table a little bit as they curve up. Underneath are like small spoons or like tweezers or tongs or whatever's appropriate for the substance next to each bowl.
Not
need
just
to
our
make-
hands.
Yeah, you don't have to just use your hands, but
Gotcha.
for
We need
these
to make this
exploratory
fruit.
purposes, hands are great.
It's the dish.
I think we need to mix things together, and I don't think just
yeah, we need.
putting it on the plate will on the plate and the wall will work. As we mentioned, the gold dust just kind of falls off and that sort of thing.
We need to put inside the dish at the
clarify-
wall.
To clarify, the plate is perpendicular to the wall, so it would hold things if you put it
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
It
okay,
protrudes
alright.
out.
That's what I thought.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it is not.
I
It
was
is not
thinking-
flat
okay.
against the wall.
Okay. It is,
Is
a
it
dish
a-
that we.
Yeah, can we take the dish to the table with the other 12 things?
The dish
No,
is
it's affixed to the wall.
the dish is
Fixed
affixed
wall?
to the wall.
So
Yeah.
we gotta take a spoon of anything we want and then go with the spoon there and put it on the thing.
I don't think we should. So one sec. The diary that Krakus was looking at had symbols in it. Did we take a closer look at that? Are we able to determine any clues from that?
Oh, the chemical formulas. Yeah, Yvette went and grabbed that page and brought it back over. It. Give me an intelligence check. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this.
Me?
Anyone who is attempting to examine the page.
Okay.
Let me do it.
I don't know shit.
Really
Oh,
batting
we're just
1,000 here,
Holy
team.
shit.
We're all
You know-
stupid.
You know more than I do.
We're all stupid.
It is a page of nonsense. You can recognize that some of these symbols line up, but
oh my gosh.
the notation is nothing that you've ever seen before.
Fucking awesome.
I mean, you notice a plus sign here or there, but like everything else is completely foreign.
Yeah. Okay. Go team.
None of the books into the Secrets Library can help me that I ever read or anything.
You do not recognize any of this sort of stuff from those books.
Yeah, I
Would a
feel
person
like
with
there's
average
no-
intelligence understand what a plus means?
Yes.
So could we deduct that maybe we need to add these things together in some contraption? Not contraption, just like, bowl or vessel or something.
I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to say.
And I would agree with said conclusion of, and Vet was saying something similar earlier, is that, I mean, we need to mix stuff up and put it in the bowl on the wall.
No bone on the wall. Yeah.
The question is, the clue suggests 3 things. We just need to figure out what 3 things.
So, I mean, Yvette, you noticed that there were the general tone of the things that were spread about, the books and the notes and stuff. We're talking about properties of substances. So there might
what?
be more information.
Oh.
Wait, go back a little bit. I zoomed out a little bit. I was reading the
This stuff
poem
over
again.
Yeah, the stuff that you looked at, you got the general sense that it was talking about the properties of different materials and things.
Okay.
So there may be something to help you more specifically.
So I'm reading that.
Wow, it doesn't. Okay. Weird.
Yeah, I examined the tables for anything of note. Except for the one I flipped. That's just a bunch of shit on the floor.
The papers
Maybe
we
there's
need
something
are covered in
under
bug
the-
guts.
Well, yeah, bugs squished all over them.
Dolph, I'm
going to pick up a random piece of paper off this desk and read it.
I think as people go to this table, now that you're looking for something more specific, probably the most eye-catching piece, which I wish I could have drawn, but am incapable and didn't have time anyways. There's a scroll that's like beautifully illustrated. It's got that like illuminated first letter. If you look at like really old monk
The
transcripts.
SpongeBob,
where they do the first letter in fucking crazy text, and there's like
Yeah.
beautiful pictures next to each word. And what you get is the following. So there's a list. There's like these.
Okay.
Oh, that makes
There's like a name of a thing, and then next to it is an artist's rendition of that thing. So, or of an associated thing. So it'll say gold, and then there's an intricate drawing of a heart, or quicksilver and a drawing of a pair of lungs.
All right.
DM, I have a question about the
I have an
desk.
answer.
Do the stuff like the bowls? Do they kind of feel like they have the same amount of each of the elements?
No.
It's like not even close. There's a lot of it. Some there's like less of it.
Yeah, I would say some of them there's significantly less. It's difficult to measure one to one because some of them are liquids, some of them are in powder form, some of them are like cubes, but
My
there's
question
definitely
is,
more of some than others.
I want to get to a conclusion of if those three things have less, they might be used more, so it might be the answer for the puzzle. That's the reasoning I'm going for. Like the three bowls that has less stuff inside of it might be the ones that they use the most to open like a secret door, and it might be the answer to the point.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Please roll well. It's not that great.
Okay. With a 17, I think I will tell you the 4 that have the most in them, which would leave the other 8
Okay.
as potentially used more or, stocked less for whatever reason. So 11, 9,
Where's my thing?
5,
11,
and
9.
12.
I'm going to take out my magnet and hold it near the reddish brown powder, number 12, and see if some clings to it.
It does not.
Okay.
Let's see. Grappling hook. That is made of metal, right? Well, actually, oh shit. What are we talking about? All our fucking weapons are made of metal.
Yeah, you guys should have a
yeah,
lot of metal on you
yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for Percy's, maybe he doesn't have that much.
Maybe some, but I'm still gonna use the. Still going to use grappling hook just because it's easier to manage than my glaive, and quickly bring it over some of the powders to see if they react at all. Like particularly the silver gray tiny shards might be interested. Is there any movement or anything?
No.
No.
They
Okay,
do
so
not react
nothing's
to it in any way.
magnetized.
I'm going to sweep the magnet over all of them.
Wait, no, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly
Okay.
what
Yes.
yeah.
Krakus,
Yeah.
as you sweep the magnet over them, actually, let me check something real quick.
I had it completely backwards. I was thinking that. Wasn't.
I got what you were saying. I was like, oh, cool. He's got a magnetic weapon.
No, wait. You said magnifying glass, didn't you?
No,
Is
I
that
have
what
a
you brought up?
magnet.
No, he
have
said
a
magnet.
Oh, I heard magnifying glass, and I thought, why is
No.
he bringing it? Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Then yeah, I would have just let you do your own thing to begin with there.
Wait, do you actually have a magnetic weapon?
No.
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
Number
No.
5, like instantly jumps out of the bolt, bunches up on one end of your magnet.
Okay. Excuse me.
Almost like iron filings might.
I'm too stupid for this.
I think we found some ferrous material here.
I am going to take some samples of, let's say, the white chalky powder. Actually, you know
All
what?
right,
I'm
good
just
night,
gonna
Gray.
take a little sample of everything that's
Thanks for
a
stopping by.
powder or anything that's basically not a liquid. I'm gonna bring it over somewhere that's some space, maybe clear off a table over here if there's enough room or something like that. And I'm going to use my flint and steel to see if any of it catches on fire or flares up.
Okay. There's a knocked over cupboard over there,
Yeah.
so that would be a good.
Yeah,
You can
we're
use the
gonna
back of that. Yeah.
Flat surface.
Okay, so you said you grabbed all the powders, basically.
Yeah, basically anything that I could. I mean, even like the small cubes and that sort of thing. Anything I could really pick up and move that's not just gonna that's not liquidy. That yeah.
Okay,
Wouldn't
so
you want to
we'll
test each one individually?
Yeah, I'm not combining them all together to make a
Okay.
pile. I'm testing them each individually to see the flammable statuses of each. See if a spark will react with any of them.
Okay. So I guess we'll do these in number order. So the first one actually does catch, and it
First one being the fine bright yellow powder.
yes.
Okay.
It fills the room with like a volcanic sort of smell. I think
Sulfur.
a lot of you would recognize this as the smell of brimstone, or nowadays referred to as sulfur. The next thing that would catch in any noticeable way would be number 8, which goes up so fast you almost burn yourself. You have to jerk your hands back in an instant. It burns bright, and it's out in a flash.
Now you
But
have
it caught
no
eagerly.
eyebrows. You lost your eyebrows.
Phosphorus or magnesium, perhaps?
And I don't think anything else catches.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's go for it. I don't have eyebrows now.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how much you put there,
I mean, if
you
I had
very well
eyebrows to
might not
begin
have
with.
eyebrows.
Okay.
Interesting.
Silver. What's silver? I mean, okay. Real quick, Yvette, when you were checking the substances, you found which ones were the less remaining?
Which ones were the less used? Like, which ones were the ones that has the most quantity?
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
I
had the most
remember all of
quantity.
them? Yeah. Dolph gave me the ones that it feels like they use it less. So it's probably the ones
Okay.
we can like
Ignore.
I
take it
believe
off. Yeah,
I believe I
take it
said
off the equation.
5, 9, 11, and 12.
5, 9.
Five,
Yeah, I
9,
got those.
12.
Yep. Okay.
So 5, 9, 11, 12, and we probably just don't count them. They're probably out.
What is the description of 4 again? I got dull gray dots, but I think there's a little bit
They
more.
were small, dull gray blocks.
Blocks.
And actually, were they one of the ones that you carried over to try and burn?
Yes.
You would have noticed that they're very heavy.
Huh.
Much heavier than you would expect for their size.
That might be plumbum right there.
Lead.
I'm trying to think about the organ thing. How that. I can't take
Yeah,
a
I'm not
part of
quite
anything.
sure. I'm not quite sure how that fits in just yet. I'm actually
My
lost.
brain went for like if it was like the mind shines from the within, and then there's one that is silver, and the organ is brain and mind. It's the same thing in my head. The first one is silver, but that's just me being stupid.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it kind of works for the first one, but it doesn't for the last two.
Say that again. I missed that part. Sorry.
Like I went with the organs and the poem. The first part of the poem says the mind shines from within, and silver. The organ of silver is brain, and then my head went brain and mind. They're kind of the same thing. So the first one could be silver. The but that's just like me being really superficial on the thing.
No, I
And
mean,
it works.
yeah.
It works in the first one, but I don't think it works for the second and the third one because I don't think there's like
I
An
mean,
organ
the body can mean a lot of things. Like each one of these is part
yeah,
of the body.
and also
I mean,
spirit.
spirit. Maybe you could argue heart. Like if you were some Captain Planet loser.
Hard. Percy's, what are you up to over there?
I'm examining the walls for anything like any notes, any vials, things like that. Anything that'd be on these tables that I've not yet destroyed.
Okay. I will say give me either a perception check or actually give me an intelligence check. As you go, okay, beautiful. So there's a row of bookcases over here. So you go through, like reading the titles. Maybe you pull a couple out and flip through to try and get a feel for what they're about. You find something that has, it looks like it's used a bunch, and there's a page that, like, as soon as you open the book, it opens right to that page. It's like it's dog-eared so that the edge is folded over.
Okay.
So
I open it and attempt to read it.
Did that show you something?
That did show me something.
Okay, I showed it
Hey,
just
guys,
to you,
him
so
look at
share
this.
it if you wish. But
yeah,
that's the
share it with
dog-eared
them.
page. Okay.
Hey, let's scooch over.
It's
Hey,
do I have to
book
explain it, or
club.
are these handouts going out?
Yeah, if you show it to everyone, I just made it visible to.
All right, cool.
Book
Yeah,
It should just
showed
pop up for
everybody.
everyone now.
Brimstone.
So there's a symbol, and then a name, and then a short description on this page. And the top of the page, it says, the book is titled "The Three Primes." This is like an earlier page
I
in
think that
that
matches.
book.
So the third one we said that was possibly Mercury. Either it looks like it's Quicksilver, and Brimstone matches up with our sulfur / Brimstone.
I think two might be salt. I was gonna suggest someone taste that because I can't. I would have done it myself.
That definitely matches up, and you know what? Zael will go over and confirm he's tasting it.
Yeah.
Tasting the tiny crystals.
Yeah, you pick one up, put it on your tongue, and it is instantly recognizable as salt.
Okay, cool.
Common kosher table salt, really.
So
they're
these are
big
called
enough.
the Three Primes. Okay.
And that viscous thing that you tried to poke earlier was probably Quicksilver, was it?
Yeah. What we thought might be Mercury seems to be Quicksilver. So we have gold dust.
Out of character note: Quicksilver and Mercury are the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Quicksilver is
There
the old name for Mercury.
As our
okay.
plumbum and lead.
Oh no!
Yeah, plumbum is also the old name for lead.
Okay, and I guess
Oh,
Brimstone's the old name for sulfur.
Yep.
Okay.
Plumbum is where
we
the
got-
PB in the elemental or the table of elements comes from for lead.
Comes from the Latin
Huh.
meaning something silver. Actually,
weird.
liquid silver. It means liquid silver in Latin, which is kind of
You're
funny.
talking about the Quicksilver. He's talking
No,
about.
no, I'm talking about
No,
lead.
no.
Plumbum.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why.
it's weird. Latin
So
people are weird.
we've identified what we believe to be gold dust. Maybe something phosphorus, or what else did you call it, Krakus? What else it could be?
What was this?
The high flame, the
Was
taker
that-
of my eyebrows.
Oh, I don't think it's magnesium. It's not
It's
metallic.
brimstone. It was
so-
that sulfur,
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
it?
I think you're right. Phosphorus might
No,
be.
it's
the
not- it's
first
not-
one that he burned, you thought was brimstone. The second one that burned is what he said might be phosphorus.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So
don't
we got
think,
tiny crystals, salt, small dull gray blocks that were heavy. I'm
lead,
thinking
probably.
lead, maybe. I'm not sure what else. Let's see. We got quicksilver. We have sulfur. Those are all pretty or brimstone are pretty solid given the document Persis found. And then silver gray tiny shards were magnetic, possibly iron. Iron shards, something like that.
Yeah, that was number 5.
Yeah, silver gray tiny shards, and then I'm thinking small silver gray clumps, small silver white cube, silver gray clumps, maybe tin. If we look at our heavenly metals illuminated scroll,
Can
we
you
have
scratch
tin.
it? Like, try to scratch it with your fingernail or something.
Sure,
The thing you think is tin.
the small silver gray clumps. Can I scratch it?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
That would be hilarious, but no, unfortunately.
I need to clarify something before we get any farther.
Yeah.
I said Latin people are weird. I meant ancient Latin people.
Yeah.
Don't exist anymore. I just wanted to clarify.
Fair clarification. Okay, so you scratch at this and like a very thin layer comes off the top, almost like you're scratching away rust or something.
What is it? Is it
It's
the same color underneath?
it's a little brighter underneath, but it's not super shiny.
Could be aluminium.
Yeah. So it sounds like some sort of oxidation or something like that. Well, maybe not.
Is it a property 10? I forgot.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm trying to think of tin oxide. I believe aluminum does not oxidize.
Aluminum does oxidize.
Does it? What? I thought that's what they make. Completely out of character, but I thought the like nails and stuff. Well, no. What am I thinking? That's not reactive. What's the
Galvanized.
Thank you. Galvanized
But
steel.
I think that's a different process. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
My head hurts.
That's completely out of character. It's being a homeowner. Yay.
Yeah.
So
Zael does some handyman work in his off time. Okay. How about this clear liquid? Anyone want to drink it?
Nearly. I can pour it on a bone or something if you don't want to drink it. Or I'll just dip my finger in. We'll see what happens. Rub it between my bones.
Do it.
Does the clear liquid have any smell to it?
I'm the wrong person. To be doing this.
Not really. One thing you can tell when you smell it is it's not water, but you can't like
Oh, that's what I was gonna go for.
it's
like, could it
you
be
can't
water?
quite identify any smell. You can just tell that it's not water.
Not
It looks
water.
like fruit juice or something.
Fruit juice.
I mean,
Um,
you know,
It does not react to your bones when you touch it.
okay.
That is
I guess I
smell.
can't. I don't know if I can feel, but is it? I
Um,
can't be doing
Yeah,
this. I don't know.
you can feel it I mean it feels like water. It's not doing anything to you. It's not like burning you or anything like that.
It's not like. Is it like overly slippery? Like more slippery than water, as if it had been surfactant?
No.
Okay.
It appears remarkably similar to water, but you can tell that it's not water.
Maybe it's.
It's
something
I mean it's
dissolved
not
in water.
completely
Yeah.
clear either. There's a tiny like a tan hint to it. It's very subtle, but
which
Is
file
there
is this?
like something settled at the bottom of this bowl?
this is number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look closely, I think there's like a very small amount of sediment where it's like started to coalesce back, I guess. The solution has fallen apart a little bit.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Yvette, what are you doing?
Scratching my head in despair because I'm stupid. I don't know. Ivette's probably reading something, trying to find something out, but like me, Welby, I had no idea.
So I think the first thing we could do is probably, I think putting the mercury salt and the brimstone on that plate would be a good start.
Try it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna attempt to, with
You
the
got enough,
instruments
right?
given, to do that, to put these things in there, on there at least.
Mercury, salt, and brimstone, you said? Okay.
Yeah.
So you put the 3 on the plate.
Just yeah, let's just do so.
It doesn't react immediately.
Okay.
The plate, I did mention this earlier, I think, but if I didn't, I'll mention it again. The sort of brick that the plate is affixed to, there's like a pretty heavy space between that brick and the rest of the bricks around it.
Sorry, could you say that again? I'm having trouble picturing that.
So like, you know how there's I'm blanking on the word. The
So there's like a pedestal sticking out that's holding a plate, right?
yeah, and that's affixed to like a single brick in this wall. That
Okay.
brick, basically, that brick looks like it moves.
Ah, push it slightly. See if it pushes in with the contents on.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay. You push it and it starts moving into the wall. Like as soon as you push it past a certain point, it's like it's picked up by some sort of like automated system in there, and that it pulls into the wall and then drops below, just out of sight.
Like the entire thing?
The whole plate. Yeah, there's just like a hole where that brick was now.
So the plate's just okay, and the plate's just gone.
A
okay.
few moments later,
Huh.
the plate rises back up. It is empty, but then above the plate is like a ghostly Roman numeral 1.
Okay. I don't think we should. It sounds
And
like we have a
then-
limited attempt.
Percy's, give me a fortitude save.
Nice. Well, I gotta do some fortitudes. The spooky one?
Okay. 17 is plenty. So you start to feel cold, but you shake it off.
Okay, well, I warn everybody that I didn't feel great by doing that.
And then the one that was hovering over the plate, the sort of like ghostly one, dissipates. And you're left with an empty plate.
Okay.
Fun times. Plum.
Okay.
We said plum bum is. We said plum bum is lead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is actually a thing that we have. So we haven't identified. We haven't really identified silver, copper, or tin. Reddish brown powder. Do we think could be copper? Is that a state of copper can be in?
It is very similar to copper in color, for sure.
Yeah.
Yvette, give me a perception check as you are like reading
Sure.
things.
Wait. Reading things like off the wall.
Yvette.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Me, do what?
Perception check.
Where is that? Wait, where's my sheet?
Is this
Here.
everybody?
No, just Yvette.
Because
he said he
was
reading stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
shuffle the papers.
Yeah, I'm reading books. I'm trying to find something to help. Like more books, anything.
Glinting white.
Maybe the answer? Maybe he wrote it in a note and put it between some pages, so in case he forgets.
So you are holding a book that's called like Essentials of Chemistry. And as you like flip through the pages, a sheet falls out onto the floor, and you should be able to see it. It's notes, like handwritten notes. They're like
Okay.
they're all at like different angles on the page. They're not even all written in the same size. Like the third one is written huge compared to the others, but
I wave the note to everyone. Like, I found something, so everyone can see it.
okay, everyone should see it now.
Antimony, that's 10, I believe.
Do not ingest. So connects the two. 9, potentially. Oh, good
There's
thing I didn't.
magnesium somewhere.
Good thing I did not try to taste that because I
Oh,
was
was
thinking
It is a
about
good
Wow.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's the clear liquid. I was literally one step away from just hey, you know what? Let's see what this magnesium.
chug.
Ooh.
Oh,
Magnesium
electrum.
is one we haven't talked about. And electrum, gold plus silver, it does not equal platinum.
Magnesium
equals
doesn't burn bright though, which is weird.
Wait,
Is it-
what? Say that again. Magnesium doesn't burn bright. You said?
It does burn very bright.
Oh, so you're not sure if the white chalky powder is phosphorus or
Well,
magnesium?
I mean, you took everything over there and started burning
Yeah.
it. But it,
And we only had reactions from sulfur and phosphorus. I can't say.
I will say
Uh,
the like sum total of all of the things as you guys read through all the various notes and papers and stuff here mentions more than 12 substances.
Okay, gotcha. So not all.
Not necessarily everything you find in a sheet of paper
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
on that table.
Okay. So what we do know is don't ingest number 9. So.
antimony is called stibium in Latin,
I did not know that.
which would account for its chemical name, Sb.
Makes sense.
Can we just blow up the hole in the
So,
fucking wall?
Spear provides a spark to light and trapped light leaks out.
We
even in
solved
air.
everything by brute force and violence. Can't you just do it again?
You can certainly try, but I think there's like 200 something combinations of things. Trying them all,
So-
maybe not the best plan.
Look like the use the
Thoughts?
fucking grenade. Throw the fucking grenade into the wall.
Body the familiar completes the stew.
Is the nearly
Salt
clear
basins.
fluid spit?
No, we can't ingest it. It says do
I
not
feel
ingest.
like it's poison.
Yeah, it's something that's poisonous.
Hmm.
So, thoughts. I think there is something to do with the brain and the mind connection. I mean, at least there is a connection there. So, what I'm thinking so far, at least a possible attempt or combination, is the mind shines from within, silver for brain. Though we still haven't identified which is silver. I'm thinking silver white cube or glinting whitish gray powder. And then the spirit provides the spark to light anew. Could be phosphorus. Just to get. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like that one's phosphorus.
it's a thought. Body though familiar completes the stew. Maybe salt. So I mean, if you look at it with the 3 primes, I mean, we have some descriptions here. Shuns life and death. For quicksilver, as it does liquid and solid. Brimstone connects the other 2. Ooh, could that be also a spark and how it connects the other 2 things? Not sure.
Since dryness and heat. It doesn't appear as though magnesium is on the table at all.
Yes, because we only had either our thing is phosphorus or magnesium, but I'm thinking it's more phosphorus.
Yeah.
Especially with the subtle glow. But I'm thinking, I wonder if salt could be the body, though familiar completes the stew. Are we willing to try it? Are we worried about limited option choices
I
here?
like the salt being the last one. I think it makes sense.
I think maybe it actually
It's
means
familiar.
body part or
It's
something.
familiar, and it's seasoning that you use at the end of the stuff.
That is true. The stew part. And what was that, Krakus?
Perhaps a body part of some kind to complete the stew as the body,
Oh, like an actual
like
physical
an
body
actual
part,
body part.
not one of these elements.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I like the salt one. I really like the salt. I think it makes much.
Well,
a
so
lot
first,
sense.
before we can even let's see if we can identify which one's silver.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
think
one.
so. Again, I'm thinking. So I mean, obviously, it's not the clear liquid. So the only ones we haven't identified, or at least that we think we haven't identified, is the clear liquid, glinting whitish gray powder, reddish brown powder. We think could be copper, and small silver gray clumps. Silver is silver soft. I mean, we scratched that. We're thinking that might. I
I
mean, we
think
said that.
silver soft.
Yeah,
It's not like soup. You can't scratch it with a fingernail.
that is. Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
true.
true. It's unlike tin, which you could. So I mean, if we go with 11's tin, maybe. So this goes back to what my previous thing was. I'm thinking either the glinting whitish gray powder could be silver, or the small silver white cube could be silver.
Which is the 7?
That's the glinting whitish gray powder. And 10 is the small silver white cube. Neither of those are of the ones that have the most amounts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7, 10,
Um,
11, 12, we have not identified. Well, maybe 12. Sounds
yeah,
like
maybe 11 might be 10. Or aluminum. We also said aluminum was a
Well, we
possibility,
also
right?
don't need to identify the ones that we already, the ones that have the most.
11 and 12 don't need to be
Well,
looked
we
at.
Yeah.
assume. I mean, it'll be also useful to identify them so we can kind of know that, okay, this
Yeah.
is iron, so nothing else is iron type of thing. Like that
So-
one.
silver oxidizes, becomes quote unquote tarnished. That might be 7.
Glinting whitish gray powder.
I'm gonna go talk with the orc.
I think that's a good idea. So I think it's
Yeah.
probably brimstone, silver, and salt.
So you're thinking brimstone
I
for
think
the spark?
Spark.
Yeah. Okay. So, Vet, while you're over there
Me?
talking to the orc, are you sweet talk him a little bit, make him trust us?
Yeah, I'm going like. Can you provide anything? Like anything? We just
Body
gotta save.
part
Yeah,
We
yeah,
or-
gotta
as you
save
walk
your
up to him-
life. We gotta save your life. Can you do like anything? Like, do you remember
What is-
by any chance like anything?
What is going on? I don't even know what you're doing.
Well, if you could, you can just walk there and join the conversation if you want.
You weren't exactly the nicest to me earlier.
We fucking gave you a potion. How were we not the nicest? We could have left you to die.
Well, the bull man was nice.
So go join Bowman. Just help, please.
All right, he like gets up out of the chair and he starts hobbling over. Okay.
I go side by side him, maybe like leaning against him, so he has like my weight. That is not a lot, but to
Yeah,
help him
he'll
walk.
put an arm on you and use you as sort
Yeah,
of
like-
makeshift crutch.
See, I'm nice. We're nice.
You ready to fight now, orc?
Maybe.
Okay.
What if we give you another potion? Do you think you can handle it?
Well,
I'm willing to slam that brick again with that
the
stuff. by
first
the
one
way.
helped.
Well, I want to before we do this, before
I'm
we
gonna give
go
a-
again, I think we should identify pretty confidently which one's silver. Because
I want to give one other potion to the orc.
Okay.
One of mine.
I think of the properties of silver.
Should I just roll? It's 1d8 plus 1, right?
Oh yeah, you can roll it.
Silvery
Well,
gray. I
like
don't know.
this?
Could be 7, 11. Could be 7 or 11, I think, is silver.
You think
Eight
11 might be
points.
silver? See, I'm thinking 10 might be silver.
He
I don't
gets
think silver
8
would
points.
stay silvery out in the air.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I don't think silver would stay silvery out in the air.
I mean, 11 small silver gray clumps versus small silver white clumps. Or sorry,
Right.
cubes.
I think silver would be more
The
gray.
number
Let me ask you
10
this.
is significantly shinier than number 7.
What
And
so you
number
say
11.
you say 11 is clumps. Could you describe what these clumps like general shape are? Like, I mean, are they very irregular? Or do they have any like obvious characteristics that would make them like look different than like a lumpy rock or a clumpy rock or something like that?
They do kind of look like tiny lumpy rocks. I mean, they're like
Okay.
they are very irregular for sure.
But it looks like
Tufts
it would be
is a
rock
word that
or
I
something
would
like
use
that.
to describe
Say that
them.
again.
Tufts.
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 Like if you were to pull a tiny pinch of wool off of a ball of wool or something, like
Okay.
that sort of rough ball shape, but then like maybe a
Okay,
couple
well,
of
let me
those
try
would be
this.
stuck
Can
together.
Can I scratch 10? I do the same scratch test we did for 11 for these silver white cubes instead of the gray clumps.
You are not able to, like, it doesn't really do anything when you scratch at it.
Okay.
It
So we
stays
know 10,
shiny.
so we know that 10 is harder than I have a cube, right? So we got a cube. Let's see.
So
I
there's no
am going.
hardness test we can do for 7 though.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But give me 1 second. I'm going to use my Traveler's Any tool and turn it into a hammer. And I'm going to take one of the cubes over there, put it on the cupboard, and I'm going to hit it with said hammer and see if it if deforms or anything like that. This is the
Okay.
10, the small silver white cube.
It does deform slightly.
Okay. So, okay. So, general idea of hardness there. I mean, approximation, obviously.
Wait, so also they said something about gold and silver equals electrum.
Yes.
Does-
12, yeah.
So are gold, like I could use a gold piece and put it on the silver and see if it does anything? I don't know, like it says electrum. I know in real life,
Electrum is a isn't I mean that's an alloy, right?
is that what that is?
In
Wait,
Minecraft it is. I don't know if it's like actually a
It
thing.
is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
How's
I
the
didn't.
arc? Is the
Okay.
arc
I know
fine
that.
now?
Not from that, from Mistborn.
Yeah, so the orc is like he's like bending his legs now. He's like, it feels much better actually. I think I could go for a run.
You ready to
Well-
fight now?
He goes back over and grabs his sword off the wall.
Hey! That's what I like to see.
Then he turns back and reaches a hand out to you, Yvette, as if to shake.
Hey, I shake his hand.
Hun Chenik.
Bless you.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Yvette.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sorry that if we started in the wrong foot. It was a very stressful time to all of us. It still kinda is. We might be stupid, so all the help we can get, we appreciate it.
He nods.
Wait,
and
isn't anima like the soul, by the way? I'm sorry.
That's
Maybe.
that's on one of our things, right?
Maybe it
Yeah, it
is.
says
Anima.
phosphorus
Wow.
is anima.
Maybe it is.
Oh, yes. I mean that would match with the spirit part if that's the case. I don't know. I'm not overly recognizing the word anima.
Were you guys gonna try something earlier?
Yes.
And okay, I want to
Yeah,
make sure I don't.
Dolph is done.
No,
we
I
are
want to
gonna-
make sure I don't like. I didn't cut you off to go be an orc
No,
for a second.
the
Yeah, we're
only
trying.
thing- Oh, I no, it's still there. Don't worry. It's still but before that, I want to kind of get in a. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna try it.
Who has the fortitude to save the biggest one?
Probably me.
So I'm going to
Shoot.
combine into the bowl. the gold dust, the phosphorus. Wait, no, I'm sorry, not the gold dust, the silver. So I'm going to take one of the silver white cubes, 10.
Okay.
We're not confident that's silver. We don't know. I mean, but that's where I'm leaning for silver. That's me. I'm going to also include phosphorus and
Salt?
Yes.
I feel like
And then,
salt is the one that makes more sense.
hey,
here.
orc buddy. What was your name again?
You're gonna make the orc do it?
I mean, come over here for a second, Hoon.
Bad
I
about
cannot
it.
believe.
So I'm having trouble here with this thing. It looks like I could use a little bit of your strength. Can you help me push this?
Wow.
Yeah, pushing I can do.
Okay.
I certainly watch an amusement.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Perseus would benefit
you're
with this.
putting in which numbers, just so in case you're
Okay,
wrong
so
about any
I'm
of these.
putting 10.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing to be silver. 8 phosphorus, what we assume to be phosphorus. And 2 salt.
Okay.
What we're at,
So you put those 3 on the tray, and then direct Hoon to push it in.
yeah.
Like this, and he reaches his hand out and just presses on the plate, and it recedes
my
into the
God.
wall.
Exactly like that.
We're gonna kill the NPC. I dumped my potion
Turn him
on
into a
him.
god.
I dumped a potion on him.
I asked you to make him trust us, not heal him.
It's now I'm attached. It's an investment.
He'll be fine. He's part of our group now. He's to suffer along with the group too.
Also
Occasionally,
doing business.
if it happens. Take
He hasn't
risks with the
suffered enough
group.
already.
Oh my fucking god, he's gonna die.
So he pushes the tray and turns back, and goes to talk to you, and just says absolute nonsense, completely unrecognizable babble.
Oh no!
And then he just looks at you like he's waiting for an answer.
Use that erase potion, why don't you?
I'm
Meanwhile,
sorry,
the plate comes back up, and there's a 2 over it.
There's that 2 over it?
Oh,
There's
lovely.
a 2, Roman numeral 2.
How you feeling there, bud?
Obadoobie?
Okay.
I'm a sketch.
Okay.
Hoon was turned into an imbecile.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm
Dollar
sorry, but
Bolivar.
it's I'm sorry, but it's also so funny.
Well,
We'll
I
figure it out.
What is happening?
No.
Wait, what?
2810 was a no.
2810 was a no.
No. 2 is a yes. There's a 2 on the thing. We got 1 right.
Maybe.
No, that's counting up. The previous one said 1.
Oh.
Wait, did we include? What did you include the first time you did it?
Yeah, which one we did in the first
What
time?
did you include? You're the one that did it.
Quicksilver, salt, and sulfur is what we tried first.
Sulfur's 1. Well, wait. These numbers.
The numbers do
don't-
not appear on the
don't mean
bowls. The
anything.
numbers are
Yeah, I
for
was gonna say,
convenience.
the numbers mean nothing. The numbers.
Yes,
mean
the
nothing.
numbers are meaningless.
For us. It's much
Yes.
easier to
Yes.
just say numbers.
Well,
Yeah, the
instead
numbers
of
are there
describing-
because I didn't want you to have to describe the symbols.
the reason why we're to clarify that the numbers mean nothing is because there's no correlation with the Roman numeral showing up.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
Now I
number
get
of
it. Now I
the-
get it. I was confused. Huh? Now
Yeah.
are you okay, Hum?
Yeah, I'm fine. You guys
Oh,
were talking
hey,
really
you're back
weird
to
there for a
normal.
minute, though.
Oh, we were talking.
Yeah.
You were talking weird, and it was quite
No,
funny.
I asked her if I did it right.
Well,
That could be
you
a
You
no,
you
my
were
friend.
perfect. Thank you.
you did
Appreciate
amazing.
it.
Well,
Awesome.
thanks.
You're
Quick
a
thought on the
star.
quick thought on the Roman numerals. And we certainly shouldn't test this just yet, but maybe another after our next attempt might provide further details. But instead of counting up to something or that sort of thing, or counting, well, I guess it's not counting down. What if it is providing the number of ingredients that we have gotten correct?
Try the same thing again.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, we also could have limited attempts.
Well,
So, I mean,
we don't know. So
that is true. That is absolutely
Yeah,
true.
this is finding out, I guess.
try
So
the same thing again. Let have Hoon do it. Who cares?
Science.
Okay,
did a great
may I
job.
make
You do it
one
one time.
suggestion before we do this? Well, here's the thing. I think phosphorus really fits with spirit, especially with that whole soul thing.
Yeah, I think
but what
phosphorus is a lock for me.
So, okay, so say what you had again the first time, Yvette.
I had
It
what?
was.
It was
It was not me that
Percy's
did
the
the
first time.
one. It was Percy's.
Oh, it's Percy's. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. So, what did you put in the bowl for the first time, Percy's?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. So.
Yeah, everything that was in the 3 dog-eared page.
Or
The
what
first
Oh,
time.
gotcha. So
however you
we
wanna
did
do it.
salt. Okay, so.
Salt, Quicksilver, and Brimstone.
So if we assume for a second that the Roman numerals might indicate how many ingredients we got right. I don't think we've seen anything other than this 3 prime thing that would suggest Quicksilver Brimstone, but salt was in the first one, and we got a
Yes.
Roman numeral 1. The second time, we included salt and phosphorus, which phosphorus we think is pretty good for the second part, and we got 2. So if I will, and we took a guess on the silver, if we want to swap 10 out for 7, or whatever other material we think might be silver, 11 maybe, then I mean it's worth to at least to
I'm
include that
feeling
rather than.
strongly about
I would
7.
rather find out if it's counting up.
Well, here's my
How many attempts?
but here's the thing. It's going to do if we replace the third thing, it's gonna do one of two things. It's gonna count up,
Yeah,
in
it's
which
gonna
case
count up
it's
or
gonna count up
count 2.
regardless of what we do, or it's gonna repeat 2 again, or we're gonna get it right.
If we get all 3 right, we get it right. It's not gonna show 3.
Yeah, it either shows 3, 2 again, which means it's counting up, 2 again, which means it's showing the number of ingredients we got right, and we still got one wrong again, or it works because we guessed right.
Or it's a
Assuming
doom
there's only
counter.
3 ingredients.
Or the world
Assuming
ends.
there's
Yeah,
only
that's
three.
The poem
another
has 3
possibility.
parts. I like
Wait,
the
what?
idea. I like the idea of changing putting the 7 in with the other 2 that we already used it.
So wait. What was that about the what has 3 parts?
The poem.
Oh, the poem. Yes.
Yeah, it has 3 parts, so we're assuming there's 3 ingredients.
No, I mean, yeah. The assumption is that assumption relies on the fact that we're assuming there's 3 ingredients that are on this table. Krakus also has the idea that the third component could be a body part or something. Are you still going with that possible theory, Krakus?
I don't even know if there's only 3 ingredients because it says body, and then there's a whole list of body parts on that handout we got.
Yes. So in that case, it could be a bunch of stuff. Is what you're saying.
I'm very into the first idea of just changing the one we didn't use yet.
Let me ask you this, Krakus.
So if
Sure, go for it.
if we switch out 10 right into something else, and let's say we get it right, and it says 3, we still don't know how many ingredients we need. We don't know if it's counting up or down, and we might have gotten one more correct. If we put the same combination in there again and just do it, and it still says 2, then we know that it's not counting up, it's counting our ingredient types.
Yeah, and it's not a doom counter.
And it's not a doom counter.
Well, yeah, the risk that we go with that is it counts up and it's a doom counter. Well, we're just one more step toward doom.
But it will have counted up, and we will know that we have limited number of tries.
So okay,
we will not know
I love this.
how many we will have.
No, I get what you say. We will know for a fact what the counter is if we do this. If we do nothing, but just do it again. My question for you is: so you're saying if we change something out and it counts up to 3, you're saying we don't know if that's a doom counter or if that's still counting the number of correct ingredients because you think it might be more than 3 ingredients.
It might be.
I don't think it's more than 3 ingredients, so
I
I
also
would. I
don't
mean,
think it's
that's
more
why I'm
than
more
3.
leaning towards the other thing. But if you're, I've already done my attempt. I went with the 10 as silver. So if you feel like that's the way to go, then we'll let
All right,
you.
I'll do it. I'll
Yeah,
do the same
yeah,
thing
we'll
again.
let
I
you.
won't have Toon do it again. I will do it. I will push it in. If I want to test this theory and nobody else
Yeah.
wants to try it, I'll do it.
Okay, so you want to put in the same 3 that just went in the previous time?
I'll put in 2, 8, 10.
Okay. You push the tray in. It recedes into the wall. Give me a will saving throw.
Okay. That's not too bad, actually.
That's lots. Yeah, so you are you feel as if some energy is coming out of the wall like towards your head, but nothing happens. The tray comes out and a ghostly 2 hovers above
Okay.
the receptacle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty good idea that it means the number of ingredients. So it's not a doom counter, right?
It appears not to be a doom counter.
Awesome.
287,
Cool.
287.
Okay, because that
So do
Roman
we-
numeral seems pretty menacing.
Yeah. So do we just want to try 287 or 2811 now?
287. I want
I
that.
would say 7 before
I
11.
was-
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
287.
Let's do it. Yvette, you're up. You haven't got a chance yet.
shit. Okay. Can I reach the fucking?
I'll
Bitch.
help you.
There's a stool nearby.
It's an
Okay.
acrobatics.
Or you
check.
can get uppies from Zell.
yeah, I'll give him uppies.
Yeah. Are you holding me by my waist and going up?
arms.
Yeah. Good. I like that. That's funny.
Okay, so you've got what you presume to be salt, phosphorus, and silver in your hands,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're being lifted by like arms under the armpits, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you pour it all into the tray and push it into
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
It
I
recedes.
struggle to
And as
push it
soon,
because
and
I'm
as
weak.
soon as it begins receding, I drop him and back away from him.
Acrobatic save. Acrobatic save.
You're not falling from far enough to get hurt at all, but you land.
I'm fine. I'm
you
fine.
land in an incredibly badass way, nonetheless.
Oh, superhero landing.
Yeah, for sure. Fist down, legs in a power stance.
You fall like literally like a foot and a half and 2 feet. You just pound your fist in the
Half.
ground.
It's half of me.
There's a momentary pause, just like in all the other times, and then you hear a like coming from within the wall.
I ran.
The receptacle comes back out.
I'm here already.
A ghostly 3 hovers above it,
Oh.
and a loud, low rumbling
Okay.
Oh.
comes from here. As
Okay.
It's opening. It's
as
opening.
the middle section of this stone wall like pushes back open toward like out that way and slides
He's gonna
Sorry,
finish the
to the
session.
side.
He's gonna
say that way. Say that way real quick.
That
Again,
way.
Did you pig someone? You're just saying that way. There's no actual indication which way.
oh sorry I have my
There we go.
that way
Okay.
He's gonna
okay.
fucking.
I had
finish
my
the session.
rulers
He's gonna
hidden
fucking
sorry
Finish the session. He's gonna fucking
yes,
finish
yes,
the
he's
session.
probably.
yes so
Ah!
the wall pushes in
Oh, I hate
slides to the
this so
side
much.
revealing an open room, and that is where we will end today.
Nice.
Well, I would like to say that I did it by myself.
Lock the 3rd
Oh,
floor.
wait. Aha.
Bonus fight. Hey!
Oh, hey.
The door opens,
I
and
ain't rushing in there.
we finish.
Oh yeah, I ran. What
Alright.
the Please let me see what's on the fucking
Nope.
room.
It stays hidden
Please.
until next week.
Please. It took us so long.
I think
That was
it,
good, though.
it took a little over an hour for that puzzle. I think that was
Oh
about.
my
I enjoy-
I think that was about what I
I
wanted.
did.
Fun.